Hi, everybody. Welcome to TVON. My name is Blair. Thank you so much for joining us. Happy Saturday. So glad you're with us today. We have an incredible show. I mean, it's really good. We've got a Chameleon diamond wheel. That is our first time seeing Chameleon diamonds in this discount event. It is so exciting. We've got over half-carat Chameleon diamonds. If you're going, what's a Chameleon diamond? That's a diamond that changes color. So still has the gemologists of the world baffled as to why or how this does. Why? We don't need a reason why. We just don't know how. But they're really cool. They're GIA certified, and so we'll have those on the way for you, as well as a couple of diamond deals. We've got some to let you know about because, you know, even this is the 3-week mark of this event, and that's amazing. It's flown by as if it were 3 hours, but we have a very special deal today, and it's actually something we have not seen much of, and it's a classic in jewelry, so really a must-have, and it's also great for gifting. Diamond studs are here. We've got diamond studs, and that'll be the first time we've seen diamond studs in this event as well. So 3 weeks in, and some of the classics are coming out, some of the most requested, some of the most awesome, and some of the best values. We've got our diamond studs. They're bezel set, so they look huge, but without giving you the massive price tag. Speaking of diamonds, we have a diamond tennis bracelet. We sold out the other day of our 266, so today I will bring you a 369 version. It is the next size up. They are also bezel set, so they will look very large, and they will look more like you're wearing a 6 or 7 carat bracelet. So we do have that on the way as well. And notice with the bezels, they will match the studs. So studs and bracelets go together. Plus, I do have a couple blue wings I want to let you know about. We have a 3 carat 13 that is lovely. It's actually pink diamonds and white diamonds together with it. We had the same mounting just last night with a morganite, and it was popular. So we're going to bring that out in blue wing block D. Plus, there is a very large 627 cushion cut as well. Then if you like a classic, but mixed with some yellow and white diamonds, we've got an oval for you that is over 5 carats. So some blue wings here, still a few remaining, and then we even have a diamond wheel that is coming up shortly. 3 incredible, beautiful rings. One is actually, 2 are actually varieties of wonder rings, but really meant to be worn by themselves. So all of that and your requests. As a matter of fact, I've already been taking some requests. So there are actually pieces that you may have seen a week or 2 ago that we saved because they were requested to see on a certain day. So that's today. So I know we're going to bring out some big rubies, 2 carat plusers. One's actually 2.5. So speaking of rubies in big sizes, you know what? I meant to slip this on. We have a bracelet that is 12.5 carats in ruby. Take a look at that. That's awfully pretty, don't you think? You can see that from a mile away. So we've got the princess cut rubies in a bracelet, 18 karat gold, and plenty of ruby rings, even a Padparadscha that's affordable. So you're in for a treat today. I will say it's 3 hours. We move very quickly throughout this event. So get ready, because remember, what we see is what we get on the air. So once it's gone, it's gone. Can't bring it back, you know, sell it or melt it. So it's an important day to not only be shopping with some conviction, but also with speed, okay? So dial in the second you see something you love. Otherwise, you may risk missing out. So let's take a look at how we're starting the show. It's actually going to be a diamond ring here. Take a look at this. Come on over. And it's a beautiful triple leaf design. This is kind of an icon here. And it's sad that we're seeing it for the last time. It's 1113339, and it is a beauty of a ring that actually can be worn many ways on the hand as far as where you wear it. I think it's a beautiful ring, really all the way thumb to pinky and everywhere in between. It is 1113339. It's a 48-point diamond ring in white gold. It will stay. Now, if you haven't been with us the last few weeks, this is an event where everything stays in the gold color it's in, with the exceptions of sometimes I'll have 1 or 2 available in different gold colors, in which the case I will show them to you so you can see it and decide which one's best for you. But other than that, we're still sizing. We're still shipping for free. We're still giving you the most, oh yeah, the values get even better. The values are incredible. It's all about discount. Then you take your 10% off, and this is where we're seeing the deepest discounts possible. So here's 48 points, and let me show it on, because it's a beautiful ring. No matter how you orient it, no matter how you wear it, no matter where you wear it, we only have the one. Stays in the white gold, almost a half carat in diamonds as well. Should be $14.99. Get ready. We got the big old discount happening right now. And this one will not last. And I love it in the white gold. And actually it looks like, doesn't it, when you see it from a distance, doesn't it look like those are pear shapes as the end caps there, as the leaves? And when you see it up close, you realize it's a big round brilliant in the middle of each of those sections, and then the diamonds around it that still somehow pull off this beautiful pear shape overall design. So it's actually better than $1,000. It is not going to be $999, $888, $777. Oh, we're going extra low, and you know we have one just one. It's why we've been selling out. I'm gonna tell you, I've had more items go out in the last 3 weeks than I think I usually do in a year, just because of how quickly we're moving and how quickly we're discounting. And so keep in mind, if you see something you love, you gotta take it, because you're also not gonna see these designs again for the most part. There might be a few here and there we might remake, but it's really about giving you kind of a nice little refresh. We can move out the current inventory, really get ready for a lot of brand new that also we can utilize. You know, melting down gold is gonna help us avoid those even higher gold prices. Somehow they got even higher. So again, we don't need to worry about that because these pieces weren't made today. That one was made about 7 years ago. So I think we're all at a huge advantage shopping this event because you don't need to worry about those, you know, excessive gold prices that we're seeing right now. Let's make it even better than $777, and this is before a 10% extra off discount. Let's make it only $699. That way it's $629 and change at checkout for you. And that will be, oh yeah, one only. So call me if you love it. Anywhere you want to wear it, because obviously we're going to size it so smaller or larger, whatever you need. There's an Alexandrite here. Big amethyst earrings. This is just what's coming up in the next few minutes. Pink tourmaline, ruby, couple rubies. We got a ruby butterfly. It's got a big ruby and then it's butterflies, wings with diamonds. We're going to love that. So that's coming up. A big pair of stud earrings is here. We got the classic pair of studs. Then we got the big oversized. So it is quite the show. And again, if there's anything we can find for you, anything we can seek out, even if you're going, I don't have an item number, that's okay. Usually we can figure out what it is based on the description. And if it's not here, we'll bring something similar out. Okay, so we're going to keep on moving. We got to move quickly throughout our Saturday. And again, is this the, would this be the last Saturday of the month of April? It sure is. So, my goodness, by this time next week, we're going to be well into May, if you can believe it. So thank you. Here's our pink diamond cross. And actually, interesting that we have a request here for the pink diamond cross because the yellow diamond cross is here that we haven't seen yet in the event. And then this is the pink diamond cross as well. So again, you're in luck because sometimes the jewelers haven't been able to melt everything yet. So take a look at this. This is going to be item number 1112692. It's in rose gold. And we actually have the 42 points in the matching really big. This is, you know, it's interesting. I think a lot of people go, oh, pink diamonds are pink diamonds are pink diamonds. But actually, this is a design that creates and utilizes a much bigger pink diamond than we're used to seeing individually. So you've got the beautiful saturated color. You've got great finishing on the inside. It does stay in the rose gold, which we find is such a beautiful complement to the pinks. And we'll make this, oh yeah, $699. So this is beautiful. And it is going to be our finished fabulously. Let me show it on the hand here as well so you can see what it looks like from a distance away. And that is, well, look at that, beautiful. You can see that's the big difference maker, is that sometimes you have to be really close to a pink to see that it has any pink. That's where we chose really specific saturated stones here so you can see how beautiful they are even from a distance. I'm showing you against different backgrounds here in different tones of color. Of course, it does have that 1-inch drop, so we'll show you that as well. Then we'll try it on so you can see what that's all about. But who was this request for? And thank them. Was Becky? Hi, Becky. Oh, Becky. Was it Becky H? Becky S. Did she give up on me? Or wait, maybe I just didn't see a request. Okay. Oh no. So Becky usually, yeah, Becky, nice to have you with us. She usually gets a request right into me. But here we are with a beautiful, beautiful pink diamond cross. I know she's been missing out on a few pieces lately, so that one is for you. So let me know if you'd like it. It's $629 and change at checkout to get our pink diamond cross. Isn't it lovely? So it's a beautiful idea. It's a great, a look that you can wear obviously with, I wouldn't, seriously, I wouldn't mind if it was on a white gold chain, but obviously if you need a rose gold chain, if you already have one, great. If you don't have one, we offer those for you as well. But you can see how beautiful, and I was pointing out the other day how you can really see it here very well, how there's the little points that are done in the mirror finished rose gold. So I think that really just gives it a nice little extra detail and design that you would not expect, and there it is up close. So again, something to think about and something to consider. If you are a pink diamond fanatic, that is going to be one of the few and more affordable ways to get it. And then I do like to show you the side profile as well, just so you can see how they're elevated a bit. You know, that's the mark of really, these are those little details that I like to point out because as a designer myself, it's important how pieces are made. You don't just end up with a beautifully striking, stunning piece without really thinking about every last detail and showing off the elevation to those diamonds, help it be really bright and amazing. And that is a very affordable way to get pink diamonds. And I got to say, for something that, usually if you own a cross pendant, you're wearing it every day. We have a couple of those available, so you're welcome to get it. There's our $6.99 ring that we started the show with. I've got big amethyst earrings coming up right now. They are going to be 111-9543, and they're very large. And they're fun, too, because, well, they could use a little polish. It's funny how they look so bright and mirror finished, and then you see up close, you're going to see everything. That's the whole point. That's why we do these up close views, so you can see every last detail of your piece, sometimes a little bit more than you can see with the naked eye. That's usually the case. This is 9543. It's a 3.5 carat total weight in your amethyst here. And this is, well, look at how pretty these are. And what they're going to do is give you 3/4 the way around in diamonds and then the rest in mirror finished gold. Now, there's also going to be, it's a larger stud. It's certainly not going to be that small, petite little stud. It's got a lot more wow to it. So Sally, that's funny. Sally says, I'm here reporting for duty. It is your shopper's duty to be with us every Saturday morning. Isn't that true? Sally's got the right idea. She's here. I take shopping very seriously. I literally do appointment shopping, I will say. Yes, go ahead. How big the bail is? Well, I think I told her the other day on that, but it's not going to fit a DBTY. But if you need the specific millimeter size, it is for a daintier chain. It's a daintier piece, Becky. I can get in there and I can give you a rough estimate. It's really a pretty traditional bail, so it's not meant for big omegas. It's about, I would say the inner bail there is about 2.5 millimeters. So keep it to the simpler chains, keep it to the classic chains that you can do, okay? Because that's not going to be the biggest bail in the world, okay? It really, bails are all about fitting the style of the piece, making the proportion correct. So it's going to be, again, she asked me the other day on DBTYs. It does not work for DBTYs, including the pink DBTY, but it will work for your basic chains. So the cross pendant is very popular. And then here we are with the amethyst earrings that are 111-9543. There's only one pair. They stay in the yellow gold. But most importantly, we got to give you a look here with the diameter overall. And obviously, you can spin the earrings. So if you want to have the diamonds up top or to one side or the other, you can decide. And you'll play with them when you get them at home and see what you like. I kind of am inclined to do the diamonds over off to the side, outside of the face, depending on which side you put that on. It's over a 1/2 inch, you can see there, in diameter overall. So I'm going to show you what one looks like on. Remember, it's a post that's centered. It's a butterfly backing. Here's what they look like. So this will really help, I think, gauge the size that you're seeing overall, so you can really get a sense of what that size is going to look like. And of course, I'm already just spinning here. I had them all set up so the diamonds wouldn't be on the outside, but again, they spin their own way. So they kind of have that beautiful look there with that bright amethyst. And of course, we feature some of the most saturated, stunning, and deep dark amethysts out there. So we'll take another look at them close up, get you a great price. Again, it's always going to pay to be on the phone lines early on pieces because pretty much everything, almost everything in the show is a one of a kind, almost. So this one will be, oh great, we've got them down from $9.99. I love that price, but all we need to do right now is make it a lot more affordable, and that diamond weight is nearly 1/2 carat. So that's impressive as well. We don't see that often with earrings. We usually see more just accents in diamond earrings, but love to see that. And again, for those of you that love the pink diamond cross, stick around. We've got the yellow diamond version coming up in the show. It's the same size, same design. So here we are with a $6.99 pair of earrings instead. So far, has everything been $6.99 in the show? Yes, it has. And we still have the pink diamond cross, and we have that beautiful floral leafy like ring for you as well in all diamonds. So here's now the $6.99 earring. Now I can't say that's going to be the case all day because I still bring out museum pieces. We've got a gorgeous, I've got a 3-carat paraiba here today. That's unusual. And hey, Risa, thank you so much for being with us. Good morning or good afternoon. She's in New York City, so I'll say good afternoon to her. And hi, Kirsten. Thank you so much, Kirsten. Thank you, thank you, thank you. And hey, Tracy, good morning to you. She's a West Coaster. Oh, and Steph. Steph says hi, too. All right. Oh, good. Well, hi, Steph. Hi, Tracy. Watching in, I believe they're in California. I think they're Northern California. So here we go. Let's go to, okay, I'm going to show you a butterfly piece. It's so pretty. It's, yes, you've got the amethyst earrings. Go ahead. You're welcome, Becky. It's my pleasure. Thank you for making that request today. And then here we go. These are sold. So I'm going to move those aside. And then here is our beautiful butterfly pendant. It is, I think this is just so rich and pretty. This, you know, sometimes pieces can look really expensive and pieces can look kind of just, you know, basic. I think this one looks like a super, super, super important and expensive piece. And yes, a big factor there is the fact there's a lot of yellow diamonds in it and then a beautiful pear shape. Now, obviously, I'm going to show you the bail here. There's actually one bail. So the way I'm holding it is the way it's going to sit on the neckline right there. So I'm going to hold it a little bit that way just so I can keep it, you know, where it's close up and not moving around for you. But it's going to be item number 1119212, and it's a 60-point pear shape, gorgeous ruby that is, it's such a treat that we see such premium rubies here. And it's the pear shape with 29 points of the yellow diamonds. They're going to be basically surrounding the ruby, the antennae there, the beautiful tips of the wings, and then the white diamond weight is 37 points. So you get overall quite a bit here going on in the diamond weight. We love seeing that. So beautiful look, nearly 70 points in diamonds, and then we've got a ruby that's a 60 pointer and really beautiful pendant, but again, it's going to sit like this on the neckline because there's just the one bail. So again, it's going to sit at that angle, which is really kind of mimicking the butterfly's flight. So again, 29 points on the yellow and then 37 in the white diamonds. So a beautiful way that it's finished in the back. You've got a great look. Of course, the ruby and the yellow diamonds always works. We always have that dilemma of do rubies look better in white or yellow gold because they look good no matter what. But I think having the mix here and the two-tone element really brings it. Let's take a look at it on the hand here so you can see the size, because otherwise it's really hard to gauge. Is it big? Is it small? And obviously you don't want to leave you with any questions or any doubt. And then that's how it's going to sit. So at that angle, because your chain's going to go through the one wing, so it's going to sit like so. And then you've got a length here of about an inch, okay? And then we'll take a look at it on the neckline as well. So it just helps to, I think, give you one more perspective on how that's going to look when you put your favorite chain right on through it. But it is going to be a winning value here. Let's take another look at it close up and give you a huge value and make it super affordable, as we like to do. That one's going to be $24.99 ordinarily. I'm going to bring it a lot lower for you right now. The first caller can take that for $9.99. And who got the amethyst earrings over there? Brad? Did you say Brad? Okay. Sounded like a yawn and a name there. Was it? Am I right? Okay. I'll tell you, we might be in that sleepier mood. We had this weird, I don't know, what do you call that when the water comes out of the sky? What is that? Rain. The rain. It was raining today, so it was weird. So we might be a little off today. We don't get rain very often. So not to mention the adventures that it caused. Jess, I'm glad you made it. I don't remind me to tell you my story. Was it an adventure today? Was it as adventurous as it was for me? I actually got a warning from a police officer today, so there you go. But I wasn't doing anything wrong. Nothing wrong. Just happened to be the first car stopped on a freeway just so they could clear a bad accident. But you know, apparently you can't get within 300 feet of a police car. I learned that today. Didn't know that, but they were in front of me. So anyway, I learned something today. Yes, thank you. Butterfly gone. Good, we can move on, because you know that's something. This morning's commute is one I want to move on from. It was a challenge, but aren't they all? So here we go. So what happens when you have to drive 60 miles into work? You know, it's just crazy. All right, so here we go. 1126234. It is going to be a fabulous Alexandrite. That is a really clean stone, and interesting how this stone's giving blue, green, and purple all at the same time. And it's like the purple's going top and bottom, and then the sides are more green. And it really is stunning. It's 35 points in the Alexandrite, 65 points in the diamonds, and it is white gold. So beautiful in the white gold. This is our color changing one alternative to June's birthstone, by the way. Pearl is the traditional, but this is an alternative. So you can get a June birthstone, you can get a color changing stone, you can get a phenomenal stone, you can get all that. And a durable stone. I like to remind you guys that it's a very durable stone. It is an 8.5 in the Mohs scale, so one of the more durable. The only stones that are even more durable are rubies, sapphires, and diamonds. So this is a great one to wear all the time, every day. And thank you on the butterfly, thank you on the amethyst, thank you on the cross. And we've only got one piece left from the show so far, and that would be that floral ring we started. Isn't it always true, the first item? It just tells me that everyone's at least 5 minutes late to the show, which is cool. It's like fashionably late. You know, that's how you arrive to the parties, right? You never want to be the first one to arrive at a party, right? Yeah, that's never good, right? But here we are. Again, first item of the show. It'll go eventually, but if you'd like it, it's still here. The Alexandrite covered in diamonds, 65 points. Realize that's 2/3 of a carat. They look so beautiful because of the way that they're done, where you get the diamonds on the sides rotating, creating that pave wider band. Then you've got the great stone in the middle, and that's going to change from blue-green to an entirely purple-red color as well. So you've got a really special look here, and it is, oh yeah, this one's actually going to be, how about this, a $999 Alexandrite with an extra 10% off, which would be $100 extra off. So $999. $8.99 at checkout, fabulous value. Okay, so here we are with a very, very special stone. I'm going to try it on, and then are you ready to get into our rubies? I know we saw the butterfly already go. We have got rubies galore, so that's going to be coming up as well. Take a look at this on the hand. Wow. This is very, very, isn't that unique the way that's done? Double halo first, then that side pave. So again, when you see it from the side, you're still going to get a glimpse of those diamonds, and it's $8.99, and you know we'll move before pieces go so that we have time to show you everything. That's, by the way, people are asking me a lot, well, how long is this sale event going? When does this end? I don't even know, because we are going to make sure that we show you every single piece that exists in the inventory. That's the goal. One time, every single piece in the inventory has to get a look with this fabulous discount. Okay, let's get to our rubies. Oh wait, pink tourmaline real quick. This is a rubellite, really. I mean, it's like that pinky, you know, sometimes they're on the edge. They go pinky into golden. That really is, you know what, it's still kind of borderline. I find that in the light that I was looking at it earlier, it's actually more of a real rich red color. Here, it's a little more pinky purple. You know what it reminds me of? When we see purple pink paraibas on the air, it looks a lot like that. This is going to be 1125394. And it's going to be a wild one here. This is a beautiful look. And did I lose my center on the wheel here? Maybe. But I'll tell you, this is a great value on a raspberry. Yeah, it really is a raspberry fuchsia. It's got the pinks and the purples. That's what I think really fuchsia is when pinks and purples combine together. And then you've got a little paisley design, 6 points in diamonds. And it is fabulous in every way. White gold only. Let's make it, okay, let's just get this one out the door. It's supposed to be $12.99. I know that I'm going to give you some extra discounts. I've been doing that. As we're in week 3 of this event, I'm really just about ready to move just everything in like hyperdrive. So let's make this one even better than $9.99, $8.88, $7.99. I'm going to make it $7.77. That way it's $6.99 at checkout for you. Let me try it on so we can see how it looks on the hand. Uh-oh, this one might be a teeny tiny little size that I might not fit into at the moment, but there it is. It was sushi last night, so yeah. I'm not going to be able to squeeze the 5s on my finger today because sushi last night. So you know how that goes. It's delicious. It's my favorite thing in the world. But I tell you, it's leaves you a little bit, maybe, yeah, just a little extra salt. So here we are. That's it. $7.77 and $6.99. So we're getting all beautiful values here. Everything you see. And by the way, requests are still welcome if you have any of those for me. And then we've got, okay, a diamond pendant I have not seen in years and years and years. I think that's part of the most fun about this sale is we're seeing a lot of unique pieces that we haven't seen, sometimes ever, sometimes it's been years, which in a lot of cases, if you're a newer shopper, means you've never seen it because not everyone's been watching for, 8 or 9 years. So we have got everything that is just really unique and special, but I want to get to this diamond wheel because it is going to go oh so fast. And need I say more than these 2 words? Wonder and rings. But something a little different because look at option 1. That's kind of a wonder ring, but isn't it 3 in 1? It is. In rose and white gold with all the bezel set diamonds. That's one option. We can go even more oversized here with this wonder ring, which is almost like a separated, I call this the laurel leaf wonder ring because it reminds me of like those crowns of laurel leaves from way back in the day, like way back in the day, like ancient Roman times. That is what that looks like to me with that beautiful asymmetry, one row on one side, the other on the other, that beautiful split there. And then we have something that's wide and beautiful. And you know what? I'm going to move this one over to this side. And this one's going in the middle. You know what I'm going to do here? Look at that. Oh, what am I going to do? I don't know. Just what's going to make sense here? That great ring is going to be a beautiful, again, these all feel like old world pieces. This one feels a little Etruscan in its design here. We've got the double wonder ring here that's separated. These are all beautiful, but of course one only. Actually, one of them I have 2 of. Which one is that? The rose gold. The rose gold and the white gold here I have 2 of. So if you wanted to get 2 and put those, you know how we do the wonder ring where you put them around something else, you could do that. I've only got 1 in the middle that's going to be as is in the 2-tone yellow and white. And then we go to the all yellow gold here, which is also 1 only. So come on in because this is our wheel. It is such a beauty, isn't it? I mean, we're going with, yeah, different looks here, but all wider bands. Talk about a lot of gold weight. Can you imagine what it would cost today to make any one of those rings where it's all giving you either the look of 3 rings, 2 rings, or really 4 in this case because it's got multiple layers in rows and it's nice and wide. So this will be a major, major value. And I want to help everybody own something special, and they're all in diamonds, but they look different. And they're not, when we say diamond ring, that can mean a lot of things. I think what most people think of when they hear the words diamond ring is they think of one solitaire on a band. And that's all fine and well. It's a great classic too, great solitaire setting. But in this case, you're getting something unique and built really elegantly no matter what. They're all bigger rings. They're all gold weights that are a little bit higher. That's not going to stop me from bringing the prices even lower, so we can make sure that they go. So all you have to do is dial in, let me know what your favorite is, take a look at them here, and we'll see which one you like. Remember, they stay as is, but they're, what if I told you they're under $2,000? For a lot of gold weight. By the way, diamond weights are 20 points here on the right side. In the middle, you've got 33 points, which looks like so much more, doesn't it? Actually, this one does too, because it looks like little pear shapes put together or little marquise cuts, but it's actually round brilliance in that shape. Then you've got the 33 points there, and over here is the most diamond weight. Wow, 51 points, no surprise, but looking even larger because they're all bezel set, and this kind of fits the theme of the day. We've got a bezel set bracelet later, we've got bezel set studs later, but it's not even $2,000 or $19.99. Please dial in early because this is going to be a value. Everything is. I think, you know, one of the most proud things that has been happening in this event that I feel very, very excited about is that so many times we have people saying sold before I even get to the lowest price. So a lot of times I think we watch a show or we shop wherever you shop, in a store or online or on TV, and you wish that it would be a little more affordable. I think it speaks volumes that in most of this event, it's been selling, and then, oh, you're on the phone line saying, I'll take it, I want it, I'm excited, and then the price goes even lower. So I think that's really indicative of exactly how much of a savings you have on every single piece today. Take a look at this. This is going to be your choice of any one of these three. Please let me know which one you like. They're not even going to be $9.99. I think it's going to take a little extra discounting on a Saturday here. So let's get it going. And do not hesitate, because what you see is what you get. Remember, we only have 2 of the rose gold. Everything else is a one of a kind. So that rose and white gold combination, which really does look like you already stacked. I mean, think about it. 3 rings in one. Right now, I would break it down. What's $9.99 divided by 3? Well, that's easy. $333. Are you buying a ring for $333 with diamonds? Are you buying a plain gold ring for $333? The answer is I wish and no. That's just not happening today. But it is right now. And yet it's not going to be $9.99. Please dial in early, because a lot of people wait till they see the final price, and then by then it's too late because someone else has taken the ring. So all you have to do is dial in right now. They're not going to be even, no, I can't do $888. I can't do $777. We're going to get you a better discount, and we're going to watch them fly. And here's the example. I mean, look at how big this ring is on the hand, in the rose and the white gold together here. I'm going to try on all 3 just so you can see them at different perspectives here, and that way you'll see how they look. These are not small rings. Rose and white gold, that's where, again, doesn't it look like 3 all in one? This one looks like 2, but they always stay perfectly separated. You can always stack these 2 with something else. Like, imagine your favorite ring here, and obviously you can point them either way. So if you want it pointing up toward the hand or away from the hand, it's up to you. But anything you want, $699. But operators, do let me know. We have 2 of the rose and white, 1 here in the yellow, and 1 here in the yellow and the white. So that's totally up to you. But $699, we know, turns into $629 and change. So whichever one you fancy, it is time to dial. And look at those bezel sets, and rose gold with white gold really works together. That separation, I love when it's divided by rose gold. I like when it has the white gold next to it, because it really just allows it to stand out all the more. We see it a lot with pink diamonds. Here we're seeing it with the rose and the white diamonds. So we'll give it 30 seconds and we'll see if anybody would like any of those bands. But that's going to be it. Our last call, and how'd I have those before? There we go. This one's going over here, and here we go. Last call, and anything you want. They are melted down if they stay. I would hope that they don't stay here for a value like that. That's $629 and change if you'd like to get any one of those 3. And that's a great way to go. And 2 of them really pair up well. They can be stacked. They can be used with other things. You know our classic Wonder Ring. Obviously, these are a little bit wider, so they're meant to be really worn on their own with nothing else needed, but you still have the option. So it's an opportunity. So here we are, $699. All right, so let's move on. Those are here. Wow. Okay. So if you're wondering, okay, what's happening, because why would anything like that stick around? I don't know. But honestly, that is the value on diamonds. And if you love diamonds and you want different ways to wear them, and you know, any one of those can be worn anywhere on the hand, I would say, except maybe pinky and thumb, because they're really bold rings. And when you consider how much gold, and again, this is why we're melting pieces. If they stay, we'd much rather have you own something that we, you know, poured our heart and soul into making in the first place. But If it doesn't go, it's fine. We take out the diamonds, we can repurpose those. We can obviously melt down the gold to avoid what today's gold pricing are, which is $3,300, $3,400 an ounce right now. So it certainly makes sense to really, again, give you a last call at the value, take it and really, again, reuse that gold so that we can make jewelry affordable going forward as we introduce to new. Because I know a lot of people are going to say, I can't buy fine jewelry. If you make something new, I'm not going to be able to afford it. That might be true in other places, but being our own manufacturer, that's why this whole event is really twofold opportunity. It's opportunity for the present moment. It's opportunity to save you money in the future as well. So take a look at our last call here, $699, really $629. I would not imagine those to be here very long. Okay, coming up, let's keep moving. We got rubies on the way. And if you'd like any one of those, you'll let me know. But again, diamond weights vary. This one's over a half carat. This one's going to be that, let me see here, let me remind myself, 33 points, so a third of a carat here. And over a half carat here, that's going to be 51 points on the rose and the white. Here's the yellow and the white. Two-tone is very happening right now. That's going to be 33. And then we have this last option at 20 points, but a lot of gold there. Okay, so we're moving on. They're here, but I think we have a little extra delay because we are starting to get very busy on the phone line. So let me know if you have any questions on those. Rose and white, yellow and white, or all yellow from left to right. Go ahead. Right side. Okay, sounds good. So this one is gone. Congratulations. I have your item number. It's 1110525. Okay, so that one's gone. The other two remain available. Nobody wants the half carat in diamonds plus, plus, plus. Wow. Okay, rose gold and white gold right there in the 51 points. And again, that's the one we have two of. So if you'd like to go ahead and get both, it'd only be a little over $1,200 to get both of those. And then you could have that full Wonder Ring stack opportunity as well. Here's the white and the yellow together. I love that ring. That's always, it looks very ornate to me. It looks very old world, but again, we don't sell used jewelry or estate jewelry, so no one's worn your jewelry before. And then here we go. Let's give you a real big, important piece here. How about Padparadscha sapphire? 11235550, signature style mounting, split shank, halo around it. This is a really almost like interesting how this one's also adapting to the light environment. It's got a little more purple here on camera than it does in person. It's a very, I wouldn't say it has a lot of orange, but it's got a subtle pinky golden, but we're calling it Padparadscha. It is unheated, so it's a very, very rare, beautiful color here to get that unheated round. It's going to be 3550, 89 points in the round, plus 72 points in the diamonds, and one only in the white gold. So here's a big value. Let me just kind of shock you with this one here. That's what I'm going for. A little bit of a shocker in a really beautiful bright stone. How about the clarity of that round? It's always rare, and let me clean that one up because that one's got a little bit of a fingerprint. So let me see if I can get that up, and then here we go. This is what it looks like on the hand while we're at it. So a beautiful color. You see there a little more of those goldens coming through. White gold is how it stays. Beautifully done piece. It's right now a size 6 or 7, but it can be sized. So no problem there, but it's actually better than $39.99. So Padparadschas that are unheated, especially anything near 1 carat, very tough to get a hold of. This is a beauty, and let's make it simple. 72 points, almost 3/4 of a carat, bigger VS diamonds we love. Let's make it only, you know what, I was going to do $19.99. Let's take it even lower than that. This is going to be fun. This one is only $1,499, one only, of course, and that is $14.99, $150 extra off that price as well if you'd like to go ahead and get it. Boy, do we have a lot of rubies today. Lots and lots of rubies. I want to get to that yellow diamond cross shortly. You know what's going to be a big blowout are the diamond studs. So we'll do those very, very quickly because that's one of our most popular icon items. So anywhere, any jewelry store is going to have studs. Do you have the Padparadscha? Yeah. The one in the middle, the yellow and the white, you got it. That's going to be 1110307. Okay, so all we have left is the rose and the white gold band and 2 of them from that last wheel. Let's get to, shall we go to the really big ruby with even more diamond weight? I mean, this is really, we got a rose gold. Well, you guys didn't like the rose and the white combination in that last wheel, but I do have a rose and white combination here around a ruby. So I'm going to give that a little polish, but that's coming up. Do have one gorgeous stone here that I'm a big fan of. Look at this. Yeah, this Kunzite is like, feels intergalactic. It just feels like the superhero, like the superstar of all Kunzites. Take a look at that. And even if you're passively watching or kind of just listening or have me on as white noise in the background, I ask you to look at this stone. Because even if you've seen everything in gems and you are familiar with our great quality and our beautiful cuts, I doubt you've ever seen a cut quite like this. And this is, how do you even describe it? It's got the outer perimeter of an Asher cut because it's square, but then it's got the notch corners like an Asher does or an emerald cut does, but then it bursts with color. The beauty of this is it's like a firework cut. Everything is centered out from the middle. It's got beautiful cutting as if it's a round brilliant in the middle, but it's not a round because it's not a round. So it is a modified fancy cut that really combines our favorite aspects of Asher emerald cut and also a round, and spectacularly done. And of course, this is our saddle ring. This is one of the heaviest gold weights we do. Talk about if you had to choose, if you're going to say, I want to melt just one piece, this is the one you want to melt because there's so much gold. Let's take a look at it. Give you a great value. Yes, it's going to be item number 112, 7347. And the Padparadscha is here at the moment, by the way, if you'd like to go ahead and get it. You certainly may. But here we are with our radiant cut. We'll call it a radiant. Even though, again, radiants are usually more rectangular, you get the idea. We kind of over-explained, if anything, the cutting. But it is a fancy cut. It's a 5 carat 68. It's a very comfortable ring, despite its elongated size. So you do not need to worry about that. And this one has 178 of diamonds. It is one of the bigger diamond weights we do in all of our designs and inventory. And by the way, Tim, who was shopping over there with you? Tim? That's okay. Donna, thank you, Donna. Enjoy your new ring. Padparadscha's here. The rose gold combination's here. I think our Alexandrite's here as well from earlier. Here's the big radiant cut Kunzite. This is beautiful, isn't it? And then here it is on the hand. Wow. Look at that. Oh, yes. Amazing. It's amazing. And shall we take it lower than $79.99? Because I say yes. I love that ring. You know, do you ever fall in love with something to the point where you go, I'm just going to make it happen. Like, I know I need to have that. That's not a function of, does the budget fit? I will make that happen. If I have to sell something, I will make that happen. That's the kind of ring, that's that thought that crosses my mind when I see that Kunzite glittering the way it does, and that's not a star filter. We don't do that. We're the only network that doesn't have one. We don't have star filters. We just let our stones speak for themselves. Yes. Oh, good. Both of the bezel set wonder rings in the rose and the white are gone. Congratulations. So that whole diamond wheel eventually, yeah. Yeah, everything here is only as it is. Yeah, that's kind of what's been going on. I'm sorry about that. Yeah, can't change gold color. Yeah, that's the sell it or melt it event. Okay, so here we go. Yeah. There was rose gold and white gold in one ring. Okay. Let me show it again. Let me just make sure they're clear. That was one ring with both colors of gold. Does that make sense? Okay, so the way you saw it, let me show it one more time because I think we're confused a little bit. So this is the ring, Allison. So have them take a look at. There are two separate rings available. I only have the one out here because they're identical, but it's 1110493. So this is actually white gold, rose gold, and white gold. It'll be easier to see from this side. So you can see it's mostly white gold through the back. The rose gold is only that middle chevron of high polish rose gold. Everywhere you see the bezel set diamonds is white gold. That's the 51-point ring. So if you are getting both rings, you'll end up with a carat or two total weight in diamonds, but that is the ring. So it stays as is, but it's got two colors of gold in one ring. Does that make sense? Okay, so let me come in really close here. All the diamonds are individual rounds, but they're bezel set, so they look even bigger. I'm going to tell you that looks like a 1 carat diamond ring is what that does. And we have bezel set bracelets and stud earrings coming up later in the show as well. So here we are. You like it? Allison, would you still like to get both of those? All right, thank you so much. Let me know who that was. And we'll go back to our Miss Firework Kunzite here. Look at that. That is beautiful. So are you ready? It was $79.99 is where we left off. Taking that lower, and all those rings from that last wheel eventually sold out. So I think we've still got our Padparadscha, our Alexandrite. Call and check. Here we go. Here's what I'm going to do on this one. This is just beautiful. And look at the inside too, because I want to show you the way this is finished on the inside as well. You can see there how stunning that is as far as the design all the way around. That's part of what makes it so comfortable on the hand. It's a beautiful piece to wear, middle index, you know, maybe even like the ring finger too. I mean, I like to put it on the ring finger just to give you guys a sense of scale, because obviously you see everything there, so then it tells you how big it is compared to everything else you're used to seeing all the time, every day. But take a look at it this way. That'll work. Middle finger, of course, if you find, well, I love a ring and I love a big ring, but I don't know, is it practical to wear? I think so. And then usually we've got more real estate here or here. So those are places you can wear it as well. Here, let's see if I can slide it on my index finger. It looks like I can. That's what it looks like from a distance away on the index finger. So instead of half off of $4,000, we'll go even better. It's not $39.99, and if you want a Kunzite, if a Kunzite stone is on your radar, here's how you make it happen. Look at that. This is gorgeous. Blues, purples, and pinks like a kaleidoscope of colors. It's not $35, it's not $34, it's not even $3,399. I'll make it $32.99, but that's our biggest savings yet because you'll take an extra $330 off that price and make it $29.69. It's actually under $3,000, yes. Is she? Oh, she's a YouTube viewer. Okay, or at least she is today. All right, so a lot of people sometimes are just on the go. Irma had a question about big rubies. And we had a couple 3 carats already go from the event, but I did have, my next size is down, I actually have 3 of. So I wanted to show her, and I know she's been waiting to see these. So let me show you, because isn't that the beautiful thing, is if you give me a little heads up, we can wait and show you what you need when it's convenient for you. Keep in mind, this is gonna be under $3,000, under 3. When that's said and done, $29.69. Let me show you what we have in 2 carat plus rubies. This is the oval and the bridge. There is a very, 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 very rare heart shape. I cannot express to you enough how rare it is. Rubies do not like to be cut in anything but an oval. So, and that means even heart shapes, yes, even pear shapes. And look, I have a pear shape as well. The beauty of having these side by side is not only are you choosing the mounting and the stone you like the best, but you can really get very, very, really kind of nitpicky about color and clarity. Now, of course, I'm going to make sure you see everyone up right here to the level of your eye, but it's going to be our pear shape at 257. It is the oval in the middle at 233, and the heart shape on the left is also at 233. So these two are the exact same size of stone, and this one's your larger one. And then, of course, you have different selections, whether you like a bridge. These are actually both bridge mountings. They're just different ways we do the bridge. This one, of course, a little bit wider overall, top and bottom diamonds. I love that ruby. That ruby's gleaming. And then so is this one. The pear shape is doing its own thing. This gives you a little more red. You see here, it's a lot of the blue reds. Here again, really bright, amazing stone for a heart shape, which is 2 carats plus. Very unusual. The Kunzite's still here for anybody who'd like it, but now we are ready, and we have rubies in other options today. I will have smaller for you too. I will have under 1 carat stones. I will have the big bracelet where we can get you 12.5 carats. But here's the deal. All 3 of these rings, and we already saw our 3.5 carat largest go out the door earlier in this event. That was a few days ago. Now we're looking at our next largest pieces, which are obviously great choices for you. If you want a bigger ruby, they are usually I use a very old conservative per carat price tag of $20,000 a carat. Truth be told, there are a lot more today. And of course, there's been a lot happening in Burma. And now again, we've had there was a lot politically happening that was not good. So it was changing the face of what we could actually import and export from the area. So again, doesn't mean anything to us because we've had these in our collection for some time, but just know if you went forward, let's say you said, you know, I'm not going to shop with her. I'm going to go find a Burma ruby somewhere else. First of all, they're almost impossible to find. Rubies are one thing, but Burma rubies is a different story. Luckily, we've had these in the TVON family collection here for over 35 years. So it's not like we acquired these yesterday and just brought them in and unwrapped them from their gem paper. They've been in the private collection. Otherwise, you don't really get Burma today. And of course, there's been other things happening in the world. We had the natural disaster a few weeks ago, major earthquake in the area. So nothing's getting easier in terms of ruby out of Burma. But here's the thing. It is the best material in the world. And it's head and shoulders beyond everything else, including even Mozambique, which is probably your next closest option. So here's your choice. Big 2 carat plusers, always rare to find. Let's take a look at them together and see which one you like the best. But they're all the same price. So even if you're going with the larger or the smaller, all the same consistent pricing we love. And it's going to be better than, look at these, $14,999 where they started and up. We're going to go a lot lower than that and make them better than 10,000. Better than 8, better than 7, better than 6. And all the diamond weights, I'm going to walk you through those as well. We have 94 points here in the bridge with your largest stone 257's the center. Over here, we get you 136 in diamonds in the bridge. And then this bridge is a little bit smaller where is it? This bridge is, this bridge is the 1 carat. That's the 136. And then I'm going over to the heart shape. The heart shape has the double, actually the double row on the side. So I do want to point that out here. And then the row of bigger diamonds in the halo. The heart shape has 116 in diamonds. So you're getting a lot, most diamond weight is here. But again, I think you're choosing based on the ruby first. That is the most important thing. Every single one of them is better than even $5,000. They're $49.99 a piece. I'm so glad that we could give those another look because some of you say, I'll be ready in, you know, a couple of days for that selection. You can take what you love. And Jason, was that our requester? Oh, okay. Don't know. So was that Irma, our requester? Okay, so just want to make sure if we have any questions, here's what we're going to see later. I do have rubies that are under a carat for you. So I have a pear shape here in the rose and the white gold, if you like that. I have a smaller bridge, this one, and we'll get to these next for you so we can get everybody a Burma ruby because that's what we do. But we do have this ruby as well in white or yellow gold. So I will have smaller rubies for you coming up, and we'll just do those next so that you can get all different price points accommodated. I love that idea that we can bring you not just different sizes, but different price points as well, but still never waver from the quality. That's what it's about. We never take away from that quality. That's really important. So if you'd like those, let me know. Pear shape, oval. I will tell you the oval has really got my eye here. That's a beautiful, beautiful stone. It's a bright as can be. It's giving the blue reds, which we look to Burma for, but it's also got so much diamond weight. And look at how that stone is set up elevated. So just enough room to set up and leave room to even see your culet from the side. And there's the heart shape. Now let's go to this other ruby. This one's going to be the 82 pointer. It's a pear shape, and it's going to be item number 1117385. That's going to be, of course, rose gold and white gold together. So it does stay as is, and all the previous ones were in the yellow gold. This gives you a totally different look. It's a big pear shape. It's a light 1 carat, as we call it, 82 points from the private collection in the pear shape, and yet very affordable here. Diamonds every which way. I love the rose gold actually as an accent. Saw that earlier with that wonder ring style that we had that was already again sold out. But here's the rose gold acting as that rope border on the outside edges. Then you get the big diamonds, 70 points there. You can see how they go all the way, 3/4 of the way down the side. So your ring is never going to lose that sparkle of diamonds. Of course, the entire halo done in diamonds as well. This one's only, you know what, it's supposed to be $39.99. That's only $1,000 off from what we just did. Let me make it easier for you. What if we just do this one right now? Come on in. It's going to go and fast. And if you love this, very ornate. There's something Etruscan about this as well, but mixing textures from the scroll work with the mill grain to the rope texture that's on the outside borders, done in the rose and the white together. It is not going to be $39.99. It is going to be under $2,000. And that is a light 1 carat ruby. So 82 points, rare to get, and we're going to make it even more affordable for you than even $39 or $29 or $19. I promise you these are the best values. I've been doing this a long time. A lot of us have been shopping together for like 2.5 decades, and we've never seen values quite like these are. So this is the moment to take advantage, and it is 2025. I keep thinking these feel like reruns of shows that would have been aired years and years ago and still would have been big values then, and now you're getting a better value now. Let's make it even better. How about $14.99? Then we'll get to our most affordable ruby rings. And let me know if you have any questions on any of our rubies. The 2 carats are here. Here we have the $14.99, which is really $13.49. Then we'll get to our last ruby ring of the day. We do have the bracelet I'm wearing. And then we've got diamond studs coming up for our top of the hour. Looking forward to that. So it is very, very special. So enjoy it if you get it. There's only one. I got to try it on here. So it does stay in the rose and the white, which again, very unique. It looks custom and really would be anywhere else. And yet you've got the rose gold rope texture. You really see that difference in the border. I love the way it's like a pronounced laciness to the white gold. You really see the details in the mill grain, of course, bigger diamonds throughout. And I mean, really throughout. I mean, we talked about that going more than just halfway around the sides. You've got diamonds that really do make that 3/4 of the way around. So $13.49 if you'd like to get it. Thank you so much for taking a look at it. Thank you again, Irma, for the request. I was lucky enough to get to talk to her this morning, and so glad we can bring out some rubies. Now let's take a look at the bridge, because this is maybe a little more, because obviously we've seen a lot of bigger rings and wider rings. Yes? Okay, are you talking about the one we just had? Okay, so the one we just had, the rose and the white, is gone. Now I've got this option where, look at this, white or yellow. You get to decide. Item number is 1120748. That last pear shape is sold. The 82 pointer's gone. And now we get to look at a little bit smaller, 64 points in the Burma. Still Burma, so that's important. But now 64 points. Yes? The bridge from earlier. Gotcha. Okay, so it's actually the pear shape from our wheel. So never mind. The rose gold, white gold is here. It's the pear shape from the wheel that's gone. Okay. So here we go with the 64 point, and this is 64 points in the Burma with the 82 points in the bridge. You're still getting a lovely bridge with a lot of gold, really built well, but see how it's, let me just show you. There was a bridge earlier. Well, it's the one that just sold. It was the carat, it was a 94 point bridge. This one's slightly smaller in scale than, let's say, that pear shape that was on that $4,999 wheel. But this one's still very sizable in that it's not small. You can't pack 4 rows and diamonds into a teeny tiny ring. So here's what it looks like on. I'll put them on together so you can see them from a distance, because obviously there are some, just again, very subtle differences there, but you can't go wrong either way. So let me know what size you need. Obviously white gold here, yellow gold here, only one of each, shown in both, so you can really choose which one you prefer. And let's make it really easy right now. They're not going to be $39.99. Here's the white gold. I'll leave that in the background here, and we'll show you the yellow gold next to it. And either way you'd like to go, please let me know which one you like first, because I got to tell you, these are going to be flying. It is amazing. It's not even $19.99. The last one came down a little bit, right? This has more diamond weight than the last. The stones are a slightly smaller size, but the diamond weight is more. And obviously the gold weight is actually more here. So sometimes you can't judge a ring just on its width. You have to look at how it's made. So that last one had a lot of gold, but these have even more so. And here's what we'll do for you. They're actually better than even $1,500. So I love that they're under $2,000, but they're actually under $1,500. Choose the white or the yellow. We will size it for you, no problem at all. But Burma ruby in your collection, a good size ruby that is bright and clean and glowing like these are, and yet it is not going to be 15, 14, 13. Oh, this is just, it's miracle pricing. This is why we'd rather you take the pieces than have to put in the extra labor to melt them. But obviously these are below melt. So when you talk about, oh yeah, it's not just the gold, it's diamonds and ruby, very important value here. Take a look so we can see what they look like, so you can choose which one you like better. Is it going to be the white? Is it going to be the yellow? But it's actually $1,299 instead. So you've got it for $1,169 at checkout. So big value there. Just let me know if you want the white or the yellow. We'll give them 30 seconds, then we got to go. That's going to be, we're almost to the completion of hour number 1 here. So we've got the diamond studs coming up for the top of the hour. So if you know anybody who's looking for diamond studs, they're the bezel set. They are so, they look like our 2 caraters. They really do. And they're not 2 carats, so they won't cost you $7,000, but they look it because of the way they're set. And we've only got a few pairs available, so it's going to be a really big moment at the top of the hour. So I want to get you ready for the top of the hour diamond stud deal that we have. Speaking of, we have a double Padparadscha ring. 2 Padparadschas in 1 ring. This is a sister stone, 2 ruby. Look at that. Rose gold. 2 Padparadscha rounds together. Love that ring. So that's coming up as well. And then a big tansy is here. We've got the gorgeous oval today. I've got cushion and oval for you on the way. Are you ready to see our yellow diamond cross though? Because we only have 5 to go around. And that is limited. And so we will bring that out for you as well. Yellow diamond cross. The 2 rubies are here at $11.69 a piece. Don't let those slip by. That's a beautiful way to shop a great ruby. I am loving that white gold with, you know, we usually say traditionally we like a ruby in yellow, but to be honest, those look really good either way. So love that they're side by side, makes it easy. I have a very large opal. We have seen very few opals in this event, I would say. Very few. Got a good looking opal for you. Look at that. That's going to be coming up if you want to get a little jump start on the phone lines. But we got to move. So let me know white or yellow. I think we've got one verifying here, so we'll see. And then let's get 2. And if there's anything you want to see, we are, again, taking requests. Always, always, always. Nothing we'd love more than to get you what you're looking for and get your requests. All right, opal time is now. I'm going to move those aside. They're here. And guys, the melt process starts today at the end of the show at 1 o'clock, because we have our jewelers coming in at 1 o'clock to start that process. So they size anything that is purchased so we can get it out to you Monday morning, and then, or Monday afternoon, or whenever they come now to pick up. I think they're afternoon now, but either way, Monday. So we love to get, again, these pieces done and rolling very quickly. And that's the thing. You've been getting pieces in 2 and 3 days from the time you purchase it, which is wonderful. So here we are. Now it is a Saturday, so we don't ship till Monday, but again, you've got that really quick before you know it. Blink and your piece is going to be at your doorstep. But look at that opal. 112-6067, 6067 on a beautiful Australian oval opal that is delivering every one of even the real exotic, tough to get colors like the yellows and the reds are two of the tougher colors to get a hold of. That's where you get both of them. And you have the tapered baguettes and a couple rounds that mix it up there and give you that look on the side. See how that flares out? You will love it at $49.99, but you will love it even more if you save thousands of dollars. It's a $328, obviously looks bigger. First of all, there's that elongation to the oval. Here's what it looks like on the hand so you can really take it in. And get ready for an even better value. And the way this looks in person, far beyond what you're going to see here on camera. It's not capable of showing you everything under these bright lights, but when you see it, you're going to be more than impressed. And it's not $49, $39, $29, or $19. You better get on the phone lines quickly because things are going to be heating up here. And as the afternoon wears on, only gets busier on the lines. Make sure you're ready. It's not even $19.99. That's a $328 set in platinum, by the way. So let me go ahead and just correct that. It's platinum. Platinum is the white metal here of choice. So it's going to stay in the platinum. I love the way the baguettes, and I just want to show you from the sides. Let's take a look at the inside too, because that is a double-sided, even polished on the back side opal. And October's birthstone, one of those great phenomenal play of colors. Some just play harder than others, as I always tell you. This one playing real hard. So this is a definite, it's work hard, play hard, but the only work was done by the miners and the polishers and the setters, and now it's ready to go to you for $18.88. But then another $188 off that price. So how about $16.99 instead to make that yours? So $18.88 comes down to $16.99 if you'd like to get that. Our last two rubies in the bridge are still here, I believe, for $12.99. So the practically free event is practically free today, that's for sure. And by the way, Jess, who was shopping your pear shape? Who? Oh, hi, Vanessa. Thank you so much. Wonderful. All right. Glad we got to show those to you. And thank you. Enjoy it. And then here we go with the $16.99 opal. Next up, and we have diamonds. Do we ever? Today is going to bring us the studs at the top of the hour, which is in 5 minutes. We've got, I still do actually, you know what? I do have a ruby band. I do. I lied unintentionally. I was looking at big rubies. We had all the big rubies that we showed you, but I actually have a ruby band. So if you want a ruby band with a lot of round diamond cut rubies, we do have that coming up as well. So lots to get to, plus your request, plus a chameleon diamond wheel later that's all over a half carat. And then we have the, yes, you've got the opal, thank you. And while we've got the camera zoom back so far, let me show you the dueling Padparadscha sapphires. It's so tough. Usually a Padparadscha is going to have way more pink than it does orange. This is actually tipping the scale the other direction where it's a little more orange, but they're not orange. They're not. They're peach, really. They're like a pinky orange. Kind of remind us of a really good imperial topaz. But that is Padparadscha in its rarest form there, and that's going to be item number 11222741. Thank you on the opal. That stays in platinum. This one's going to be in rose gold. Really a beautiful backdrop for the diamonds and the Padparadschas because it's a match. 40 points is your total weight on the Padparadscha sapphires, plus 112 in diamonds. It's one of our bigger diamond mountings we do. It's like stems underneath the flowers that create this triple band. I almost said triple bypass, but that always scares everybody. So again, it's kind of like a triple, but you see the bypass nature on the sides because they're each flaring one direction or the other. So this one's got a new markdown. Supposed to be $69.99. Of course it is. Look at those round Padparadschas. They are lovely. They're also luxury. One is like, it's interesting because it's like the two different shades. One's a little more pink, that's the top one, and the other one's a little more peachy orange, and that's the bottom one. Yes, go ahead. Oval Burma in the bridge? And which one did you get, the white or the yellow? Yellow gold gone. So the white gold is still remaining, and that was 748. I assume you're talking about the one, Andy, that is the smaller one. Okay. So the white gold actually remains in that bridge style. If you want to get the $12.99, the yellow gold is sold. White gold's still here, but here we are with the 40 points in pod. Come on in early. I know that this is a ring that is florals to the highest degree. Take a look at it from a distance here. You'll see what I'm talking about. Look at that. Isn't that gorgeous, right? It's a beauty, isn't it? And the way you can still stack if you wanted to. If you wanted to give it a little more foundation or you want to add a band, look at how the flowers are actually set up. And this is how I just demonstrate that, is by sliding the tweezers here right next to it so you can actually put something beside it if you'd like to. So think if you want to add a lot of rings or wonder rings or bands, you can do that on one side or the other or both. But it's actually going to be only $1,499. That's it. And yet $1,349 after your extra discount for our luxury carat 12 plus the Padparadschas. And if you like rubies, make sure you call me on that ruby bracelet because that's a beauty too. So we got rubies in the highest level today, plus the band is still to come. And here's your sister stone. Yes, sapphires and rubies are closely related. They're all part of the corundum family. And do you have our Padparadscha florals? What do you have? Okay, we're verifying right now on this one. So, and don't forget, we have a few rubies left from those big rubies, from the 2-carat plusers, the 82 pointers still, or rather the 64 pointers here for the white gold option. And then we also had the Padparadscha earlier with more pinky purple to it. But this is how you get those real peachy pink Padparashas. And just while we have about 90 seconds till our second hour kicks off, want to remind you, here's the last of this diamond ring that is $699 in white gold. That's almost a ½ carat in diamonds in that beautiful, it reminds me a little bit of the floral. So I think if you're intrigued by the double floral you see on your screen, you might also like this one in all white diamonds, and that's $699 plus your extra $70 off, so it's going to be $629 and change if you'd like to get it. So that was here to start our show. It's still here in the white gold, so you can grab that if you'd like to. But then we're going to kick off the hour with our stud earrings, and I'm so proud of these because they've never been this price tag, and I'm so excited. We have actually rose and white for you. So we're going to show those next for our top of the hour. Yes? The ruby band, you got it. We can show that right now. I have 4 available, Cynthia. You can get 2, or you can get 1, or you can get all 4 if you want. Let's show this real quick before our top of the hour gets here. So this would be the way you get rubies in a smaller size, but a lot of them. And we've shown you at this point all bigger rubies individually. Now we're talking about a band that are diamond cut rubies, 3-row style, diamonds top and bottom, below and above, and beautiful look there. And that's going to be 112-6670. How fabulous is this band? And it's nice and wide, all mirror finished, yellow gold only on this one. And it is just gorgeous, is it not? That is such a beautiful piece. Wait till you see it on the hand. It's 6670. You got 59 points in the ruby. You got 50 points in the diamonds as well. So it actually means the rubies, as you can see, are bigger. So they're bigger individually. And then the diamonds, you get 2 rows, but they're slightly smaller. All a big carat weight here. We have a couple available. They're identical. And so you just need to decide how many you need. Maybe you want to do like cool, like best friend rings, sister rings, you know, you and your mom, you and your bestie, you and your sister wear the same ring. Great for gifting here, especially with this new low price. And come on in because it's going to fly. And welcome to the show. It's the top of the hour. We still have diamond studs coming up, but we had a quick request. This will actually conclude everything in rubies besides the bracelet. But again, welcome into our big Saturday morning here, afternoon, depending on where you are. Hope you're having a great weekend so far. My name is Lauren Blair. This is TVON, and we've got 2 hours left today to shop. And we're shopping, or really that's a loose term right now. We're more like, are we shopping, are we stealing? It's a practically free giveaway. It's sell it or melt it. It's your last call on everything we see on the air. Everything in our inventory is going up for one last look, one last presentation. It's lowest price ever. An extra 10% off just to make sure that there are no qualms about the fact that this is the lowest price ever. And you get to choose your favorite. And if you want the ruby band, we have 4. So it sounds like a lot, and then you realize, there's a lot of people shopping, a lot of multiples. Mother's Day is coming up. This is our last Saturday of April, by the way. So again, we got Mother's Day. It comes up real quick around the corner in May. So we want to make sure that you take advantage of everything, and they will be right out to you because all we need to do is sizing. So pieces are going out usually the next business day after you purchase it. So in the case of Saturday today, most pieces go out on Monday. So you'll have it by Tuesday or Wednesday or Thursday of next week. So you'll have it in plenty of time for Mother's Day gifting. Take a look at this. It's going to be better than even $9.99. Are you ready? This is a major moment for our lovers of ruby, especially now that you've seen all the bigger stones, and maybe you're thinking, okay, I really just want something I can wear every day, a band, a really good look. Here's what it looks like on the hand for you. First time we're seeing this one here on the hand. What do you think? It's a beauty, and we made sure that the diamonds and the rubies go side to side like they do, okay? So come on in. It's not going to be $9.99. I'm so excited for you to get one. It's not even $8.99. It's $888 plus 10%, which gives you about $90 of extra savings, and only more if you buy more than one. So operators, if you'll yell out how many you're getting, we have 4 in total to go around, and it looks like 1 gone and 2 gone. So it looks like we're halfway through our quantity right here and now. 2 are already gone. Allison, I'm going to take it. You're taking 1? Or none? 0. Okay, that's fine too. No problem. All right, so $888 turns into $799. Okay, so the studs are coming up. And we got to keep moving because we got a lot of inventory to get through. Although I only have 7 pieces more in front of me. So, uh-oh, I've gone through a lot of jewelry. Well, how many pieces have I shown you in this first hour? Let's see, 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, 12, I've shown you about 35 pieces. All right, so we've shown a lot of jewelry in hour number 1. We got 2 hours left. I'm going to need your requests. I literally have 8 pieces in front of me. Uh-oh. All right, so I'm going to need some requests if you have them. Diamond cut ruby and diamonds together, $7.99 is your price at checkout. Get more than one if you want to. I wouldn't say it's necessarily a piece for stacking because the single ring is all big by itself. So I don't think you need to put multiples together, but if you did want to get one for a gift, I know that all these important people in my life are born in the month of July, so I love to wear rubies for that reason because it reminds me of them because it's their birthstone. So it is July's birthstone. They're coupled up with April's birthstone, by the way, so April's birthstone's in everything we do. But $888 for $7.99. You take a band, you get it at home, you get all that mirror finished gold, and again, a beautiful piece for the price and really should be about 4 times that price. So take a look at it one more time. Let's see who's got the last remaining few. I think Jess may have one as well. Are you getting one, Zine, back there? No? Okay, something else? All right, but Jess does have one, so we have how many? Oh, you've got a request. All right, sounds good. So we've got 2 left, I believe, yes. Hard to tell. We got a lot of people on the phone lines picking up pieces from earlier, making requests for later, getting on. That's what the phone lines are for. That's why you do. Don't sit back and say, I wish she would do this. I wish they had this. We have one gone again, so we have one left now. You got to pick up the phone and dial in. It's the way we're an interactive show. We are a live show. My operator's right here in front of me. That's who I'm listening to every one of your requests that comes in. So make sure you let us know what you'd like to see. There's only one ruby band remaining. And that is it, my friends. So that's going to be it on that beautiful value right there. Let's see who's got the last one. Who was shopping with you, Jason? Hi, Miss S. Thank you so much. All right, let's see who else is getting one. I know, Tim, you got one. Who's that over there? Jess, you got one too? Well done. Diamond studs are next. We just got a little request there. We wanted to get in real quick before we get to our diamond studs, in which I've got rose and white available. Yay. Who is that? Oh. So coming up are our diamond studs. I have been doing this event for 3 weeks now. Today is the 3-week mark of this event. And yet we have not seen a diamond stud in the entire event until right now. And we have the bezel set rounds. I'm just going to tell you right up front, we have 6 in total to go around. There are not many. What you need to do is dial in as quickly as you can. Yes, go ahead. Fan, you can have one. Thank you so much. Look at that. Rose gold. It's fun to see rose gold. You know, we oftentimes will make a rose gold and they rarely get shown on the air. And I think it opens up the door to some of us going, you know what, I think I'll add one to my collection. Isn't that fun that you can just say, with these price tags being where they are, I think I'll just add some rose gold studs. Or there's people out there that never find rose gold studs anywhere else. So this is the moment. The item number here is 112-1423. There is something you need to know about the stud. The stud is different than every other stud. Studs are usually set in what's called a basket mounting. It's whether it's costume jewelry, whether it's the earrings that you get, you know, from the piercing gun when you go to the little kiosk at the mall and get your ears pierced, whatever it is, right? Usually it's a basket setting. And there's nothing wrong with a basket setting. It's pretty much what you're going to find every diamond stud set in. But there is a difference to getting a bezel. And it's not only one of our favorites and matches our bezel set pieces like our tennis bracelet coming up and our DBTYs and all of that, but it makes the diamond look double the size. Now, I've worked with jewelry for a long, long time, and I know that most ladies want the biggest diamond possible. And what gets in the way of getting big diamonds in your collection, whether it be a ring, a stud, a bracelet, a pendant, whatever, is the fact that big diamonds cost a lot of money. We do 2-carat studs here. I can go fish them out from the inventory if you want to see them, but they are $7,000. And that's not chump change. So let's find a way to get you a 68 point where you're going, but those aren't 2 carats, Lolo, so what are you thinking? 68 points is 34 points in each. How does a 34 pointer look so much larger? The bezel. The bezel. So they're not huge earrings. They're meant to be worn every single day. This is also a size that can adapt from primary piercing to 2nd to 3rd to 4th to 5th. I have 8 piercings, so if you want to see it in any one of the 8, I can show you. So it can go all the way up the ear because it's big enough to represent the primary. And if you've got 1 piercing and that's it, and you just want a classic stud that's got a big look, that's going to work for you. If you want to put it anywhere else, as far as up the ear, the helix, wherever else, you can do that too. It's that perfect kind of mid-size. And yet it's 68 points, but looks bigger. And I'll tell you how the diameter of the bezel creates that look. It's also solid all the way around. So this is not a tinny little basket. It also, if you've ever lost a diamond, I've not heard of that happening here in an earring, but it has happened. And sometimes one of those prongs, if one prong gets a little off or a little loose or it bends or breaks, you can lose your diamond. Is that going to happen here? Never. You've got VS diamonds you're investing into that would normally cost tens of thousands of dollars in the retail world, which is the only place to even get VS diamonds at this point. Then you would never want to lose one. I don't think you want to lose anything. Anything you spend any money on, you don't want to lose. But obviously it's a much bigger deal if you're talking about a VS diamond in a round brilliant and a sizable kind of look like this is. So you're not going to lose it because it's set and wrapped in a solid bezel and basket. Even the basket is solid from the sides. So it looks beautiful from the side profile. It looks beautiful from the front, and it's secure. It's not going anywhere. Let's take a look at the rose and the white gold we have. Keep in mind, these are going to be very affordable, and I'm going to show them to you on so you can see all of the look that you're getting. But 68 points, not a small earring. They are $3,999 normally. Instead, we're going a lot lower, thank you, and we're going to show them on the ear for you. I'm going to borrow the white gold. They have a nice long post too, which sounds like a weird thing to point out, but some people have told me that when they buy earrings elsewhere, they're too short of a post and they don't work because if your lobe's a little thicker, it doesn't give you enough room, then your piece is going to fly off. We don't want that. So this is that nice longer post and butterfly backing. This is what it looks like from a distance away. I'm going to even bring in, I'm so bold as to bring in the ruler and show you the actual diameter measurement of this stud. And there it is. That is a 1/4 inch. That is a 1/4 inch. As a matter of fact, since we're all used to measuring diamonds in millimeter size, let me give you that. The diameter of the overall stud is a 5.5 millimeter. So this is why they look like 2 carats total. My 2 carat total studs, by the way, are $69.99. This gives you the look for a lot less. Take a look at them on. So this is what I say. This is why I think they work no matter what. This is why they work in a primary. See how big that is? So you can have that work in the primary. You could certainly move them up to the 2nd, 3rd, 4th, 5th, 6th, whatever you got. They will work. But there's also that side bezel. This will probably be better to show you up close. But that bezel is all mirror finish from the sides too. So it's a solid basket. It's not open. It's not tinny yet. It's still showing off the beautiful brightness of these VS round brilliant diamonds. Okay. Let's go back to the wheel. White and rose are available. I will give you an operators. I have a couple pairs in white, only the 1 pair in the rose gold. Forgive me, these kind of roll a little bit because, well, they're smooth round bezels. So we kind of play pinball here until they sit properly. And then here we are with a better value than $39, $29, even $19.99. They are going to sell out. That is a no doubter right there. It's a beautiful, beautiful look. And yet we're going to do better than even, oh no, we're not even asking for even $1,500 or $14.99. Just a couple pairs to go around. Let me know how many you need, what color you wish for. No yellow gold, I'm sorry, just white. But white gold's the best way to go because it just is, it makes the diamonds look even bigger. You don't stop the white diamond, the white gold, it all works. Let's make them $999 plus an extra $100 off that price. So you get them for $899. And again, rose or white, that is it. Let me know which one you prefer and then we'll move right along. But that is a big top of the hour and a really good way to celebrate diamond studs at their best, because when you've got gold and you've got diamonds, bigger diamonds that are still over 1/3 of a carat, by the way, that's an important mark to me. When you get 33 points, that's 1/3. These are 34 points each. And hi, Jenny, we've got your request to show you next for the bicolor. Yes. 5 carat Tanzanite. I have an oval today. I have an oval that's 5, but it does have yellow diamonds with it. I have a 6 carat cushion, if you would prefer a cushion. And then I do have a 313 oval. So if those sound good, we'll get to the 5 carat next year. I've got a 505 and we'll show that. And then we'll see if you would like maybe the 6 carat's going to be an option as well. 6 carat's got a lot of diamonds too. So we will show that also. Great request. Loving the blue wing block Ds. We certainly do. Yes. Okay, so we have a couple white golds already gone, guys, and that's going to be our last 30 seconds with those earrings. Studs in rose or white. And then, Jenny, here's your request. This is a beautiful bicolor. It's 1126280. If you'd like those for only $899. We do move quickly through our pieces, even when we do have a little bit of quantity. We move quickly because we've got a lot to show you. Starting to get some requests in, so that's good to know as well. We would love to show you whatever it is you'd like to see. please let us know. Please, it can be a category. You can just say, show me a blank ring. Show me a Congo tourmaline. Yes. White gold over there as well. So white gold getting very limited. No surprise there. Only got a couple pairs remaining, and $8.99 at checkout for the white gold. And they'll be a beautiful, you know what else, so they don't catch on anything. You don't have, it's a smooth surface. So you've got essentially the bezel is in line with the top surface of the diamond, so you don't have any catching, no prongs, no snagging, no nothing, no getting caught up in strands of hair. That's what sometimes leads to a lost earring, is when, you know, the hair gets wrapped around, then you brush the hair, and then suddenly, you know, you look up at the end of the day and your earring's gone and you have no idea where it is. That's less likely to happen here. So again, $8.99 and change at checkout. So that is a great way to go. Let's move on. We've got Jenny's request. Don't want to make her wait any longer. Let me know on those studs if you'd like to get them. And then here we go with, ooh, watermelon tourmaline that needs some polishing. $609 on the emerald cut stone. It is going to be, ooh, look at how clean that is. Wow. Okay, now we're talking. And it's still got the, these are all kept in a black velvet, I never know what it's called, the little inserts that you have in your jewelry box, you know, the little cutouts, the little black, so there's always a little black velvet behind it. But again, no inclusions to that stone. Let me see if I can just give it a little, maybe just brush those away. That's going to be a perfect 50-50 split. You can tell because the band goes right behind where the green meets the pink. 6 carats 09 is the size. It has 50 points in diamonds. And yeah, it's a classic halo with the yellow gold setting. Beautiful luxe rich color there. And we only have one. And this is an awfully big bicolor to get down to this price tag. Really important. Still have a few pieces from earlier, by the way, if you want to check on anything from hour number 1. We are approaching halfway through the show, so make sure you get those requests in. Here's the 609. It's super clean. It's half green, half pink, and all clean. I can't get behind there, guys, where those little black velvet little shards are. So again, it's just a matter of getting that cleaned up. This is a clean stone. I know this stone well, and that's what it looks like. Look at that. Clean, clean, clean. Tourmalines are supposed to be not clean. They're not cleans, not cleans usually. It's type 3 gemstone. We've got the clarity here. First caller, blowout price used to be $59.99. Let's scrap that. Go extra, 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 super duper low. Make it $1,499. That's going to fly. That will be an extra $150 off that price though. So $1,349. And then we'll get to our Tanzanite 5 carat. This one's gone. Congratulations. Thank you so much. And this is why the benefit to being on the phone lines early. Here is my 505. This is an oval. Now, if you want to go strictly 5 carat, I can bring you a 6 carat that looks even bigger. Just for the record, there's the 6 carat. But let's go ahead with this really special 5 carat 05 oval with the yellow and the white diamonds. It's item number 1127012, and that would be my only one like it. It's got the yellow on the sides, just a little bit here, just almost like they look like little pear shapes, but they're actually round brilliants put together. And then it's got the white diamond halo. That would be 1127012, and that is our museum. Actually, this one's not listed as museum reserve, actually. It's from an older inventory, but again, it's still blue wing block D. It's a 505. It has a 56-point white diamond weight with 11 points of yellow. So grand total there of 67 points in the diamonds. Beautifully done, and yet that one's going to be a winner. Let's make that one, well, this one's really affordable. It's supposed to be $89.99. Let's scrap that too, because we got, again, we're not really officially scrapping it yet, but that's what happens if it sticks around. Now we get to go even lower than even $89.99. Hear me out. I got the values. It's bottom line is the best savings you can ever get. It's the biggest discounts you can ever get on jewelry anywhere. We're always the leader. First of all, we are the worldwide leader. Welcome in. Welcome into the new and the only place to shop for fine jewelry. I've been in the business a long time. This is the only place. Because the only other options you have in fine jewelry today are to spend tens of thousands of dollars on basic pieces. And I'm so sick of seeing that, because there is a way. And usually, let me tell you, everyone's doing their best, but gold is out of our control. A lot of things are out of our control. And, you know, the fact that we're still reducing our price tags on everything, this is the beauty of this event. There's a lot of people that tell me to my face, they're going, I'm done. I won't buy fine jewelry anymore. I've seen where gold's at. I'm not going to pay it. That's okay. But there's another way, and it's called TVON. Right here, and we're only here 3 hours. I get it, we're not here 24 hours a day, 7 days a week. I get that. We're on 3 days, 3 hours, 5 days. What are we on anymore? Who knows? It's Wednesday, Thursday, Friday night, Saturday, Sunday mornings, 3 hours each show, 15 hours a week. That's it. Because again, we are not about just throwing jewelry. You know, they always say throw it against the wall, see what sticks, right? It's really, it's a much, we're here with a much bigger goal. It is to only show you the finest jewelry. This has always been our mantra, no matter what gold's done. It's about showing you the finest. We don't have enough fine jewelry that is of our quality level and our quality standard to operate 24 hours a day. If you're going to operate 24 hours a day, there's going to be some low quality jewelry. And just because it costs a lot of money, this is where I think people get confused. And it's my pet peeve, and so I'm going to go on my soapbox a bit. People think a lot of times you have to spend more to get more in jewelry, and that is usually the case. But don't make that mistake. Be sure that you ask those questions. Ask today. Now we got to ask another question. We got to ask if it's even real. We got to say, is that lab grown? Now we have to ask that question first. We have to ask, is it a natural from the earth gem? Is it a natural diamond? Is it solid gold? Those are the questions we now have to ask that we didn't used to need to worry about. Now we do. But there's a lot of people that say, I need to spend more to know I'm getting more. That's not always the case. Because again, gold is gold, diamonds are diamonds, quality is quality, and if nobody's giving you diamond quality, it's probably not that great. We're proud to say VS Diamonds. We tell you, VS Diamonds, nobody can do what we do. We have been the leader since we've been in existence. It's been about a decade. We've been the leader on fine jewelry, but to be in the era we are in, which none of us have ever experienced before. We have never seen things do what they're doing now. And yet here we are pricing things better than we ever have. I gotta tell you, you just set aside some time during this event and pick up the phone and make a request, where when something comes on the air and you're going, I kind of like that, pick it up, because these values cannot get any better. And it's not gonna be $9,000 and we're running out of blue wings entirely. Let's make this one only as it is. Two-tone gold goes with everything. Let me try it on. This one's coming down to a really, really teeny price. It is not $3,000. I'm getting this one all the way down, $2,699 plus. That's basically $270 off that price. It'll be $2,429. $2,429 to get this one here. And for a 5-carat stone, ooh la la, that's a big value, especially when you're getting a couple of yellow diamonds. That's upping the ante there in that setting style, upping the diamonds for you and giving you the yellows in addition. Doesn't it look like two big pear-shaped yellows? It really does, which if it was, it'd be a lot more expensive. But here you have it. So, oh, did Jenny not get that bicolor? Oh no, okay. So I've got another one for you, Jenny. Take a look up close again at this tansy. We'll see who's got that. Oh goodness. Well, we have another one that's pretty similar. So Jenny, we'll show you that. And then Nan, oh, do we have a bracelet left? All right, Nan, we're gonna show you a diamond tennis bracelet we had the other day. I didn't realize we had any left. We do. Good news there. All right, so let's show Jenny another bicolor. We'll see if anybody would like that for $24.29. Then here's the bicolor. Now this does have a really pretty mounting. We're gonna give it, ooh, look at that color. Sometimes it's just a meant to be moment. This is still 50-50 pink and green. Then you're getting, I love the way this halo separates right at the sides and goes down the shoulders of the ring. How about item number 11126281? And that is a lovely piece. Now stick around, we're gonna have the 6-carat if you wanna go a little shade darker in the color. We have a 6-carat cushion cut Tanzanite still to come. And then we also have a 3-carat. So 3-carat's gonna have pink and white diamonds. But this is the 579 bicolor. 52 points in the diamonds. Yay, yay, and yay. Look at that. That's pretty cool, isn't it? Oh, never mind fingerprint. This is what happens when it came out straight from the vault. So let me just make sure it's perfectly polished for you. It is stunning. Actually, they did this in the two-tone gold. So there you can see it's white gold for the back of the ring and then leading up for the diamonds and the halo. But the actual gold setting for the stone in the center is yellow gold, and that's going to continue right down the middle of that band. That is some striking pink and green, and again, very clean. Let's make it the same price. $1,499. I don't want you to miss out. So I did the other stone for that price. That had a little bigger stone, but a little bit, not much. This one's only about 30 points difference. And then you had, before you had 50 points in diamonds, this actually gives you 52. So very similar. Well done on the finding the perfect piece here. I think it is. I hope it is. It's $14.99. Let me try it on. It'll be $13.49 at checkout. This one looks like a small size. I don't care. I'm putting it on the ring finger anyways. This is what it looks like from a distance away, and look at that color. These are rare tourmalines. You know, it's nice to get blues and greens together in paraiba, but it's even really cooler, I think, to get the green and the pink where it's two totally different colors and they're split the way they are, and that's done by Mother Nature. And to still have clarity on that one, that's really well done. So that's going to be by request part 2. And then let's see, I think that's gone. So perfect, thank you so much. And I'm glad we had that for you. And now Nan's request was Do we have that 266? Now later today, we're actually going to see the bracelet that is the same, but with a bigger diamond weight. This one, Nan, for you is going to be our 266. I thought these sold out. Sometimes people swap though. We can sell out of something live and then sometimes something comes back, so we weren't aware of it. Looks like that was the case here. So let's recap 111, 75, 73. Very, very popular the other day. Go ahead, Zine. First item of the show. I know which one that is. The diamond ring. Thank you so much. Enjoy. Thank you. Thank you. Here we go with a 266 bracelet. Diamonds. Once again, bezels. You've got to understand when I say this. This will look, because sometimes this is going to be a problem. Sometimes people don't want a big bracelet. I don't know, Nan, how you feel about it. Nan requested this. If you don't want big diamonds or the look of big diamonds, this is not your bracelet. Because even though 266 sounds like a really, wearable, beautiful style bracelet, just be aware. This is going to look like a 5 carat or more bracelet because, again, the beauty of the bezel. The bezel does automatically make the diamonds look double their size. We saw it with the earrings earlier. We saw 34 pointers look like big, fluffy 1 carats. This is 266. It looks bigger. I'm going to show it on the wrist, so be mindful of that. If you're looking for very petite or very small or very tiny bracelet, this is not it. We do have a 369 coming up later. It's the same style. Honestly, it's not the bezel set, but it's 369. It's way more money. I think, and I'm going to show you something. The 369 are bigger diamonds, but it doesn't look as big. This probably just eliminated me from showing this today. The fact that this was requested and came out probably means I won't be showing this to you, because there's a lot of people that aren't going to see the logic in buying a 369 basket set when the diamonds are bigger, so you're paying more, but you get a smaller look. So there's again, big emphasis on bezels. Bezels, bezels, bezels. Also, again, it's smooth and it's not catching on things. And I promise you it's not going to ruin your cashmere sweater. You're probably not wearing cashmere in April, but who knows? It's a rainy, cold day here, so who knows? Maybe later I'll change into a nice, cozy cashmere sweater. Who knows? for my big day of basketball playoffs. But I don't know. My team's playing tonight. I'm very excited. 5:30. All right, but here we are. It's really important. It's important game 3. But here we are, 266 bezel set. Let's go ahead and show it to you here on the wrist. Okay. And I know I'm going to have it against my rubies here, but look at that. That's important. That's an important, and yeah, still stacks beautifully. 266 white gold, but looks bigger. Insert, or rather, this is the fold over style. So I'm going to show you. This is a little different than an insert closure. So see that? You're going to have this, it's open now, and then that links up. And that's going to link up to this other side of this little, open link here, and then it just clasps closed. So you click it, it's nice and secure. And this one is, well, a brand new low. 7 inches is the style. So again, 7-inch fits most average size wrist lengths. And that's, of course, meant to give you a little bit of room. So don't think, even if you're, I usually like a 6.5, but a 7 fits beautifully because it's going to give you a little room so it moves. I don't want any of my bracelets to be skin tight. So here we are with a better than $3,000 bracelet. And there's a lot more gold with the bezel set than there is with the baskets. And yet you do have, again, look at this. Which one looks bigger to you? This is the 369. Now we still do that little pronounced basket underneath it to make it wider. But I'm sorry, that one looks bigger. And this one, the one that I'm holding, is more money. This one looks bigger. This one's actually bigger, carat weight wise. Go with the 266 if you are conscious and on a budget. If you're not, if there's no budget, get the bigger diamonds. If you have a budget or just want the bigger look for a smaller price, I don't know many people who would say no to that. This is it. It's not 29, 28, 27, 26. We are right now, if we do $2,699, actually we could just go exact. Let's make it $2,666 or $2,660. That would be $1,000 a carat on the diamonds and no charge for the gold, no charge for the labor. All of that would be free. Oh, and by the way, we're still doing 10% off. So you wouldn't be paying $2,660, you'd be paying less than that. Here's what I'm doing instead for you. Come on in if you'd like one. I know this was presented the other day. It was sold out the other day. Obviously, somewhere along the line, it was swapped out for something else. So now we have it left for you, white gold only, in the 7-inch. It's not even $2,660. And this is just, I know a lot of you have a tennis bracelet. I get it. Sometimes this is where you start a collection. But it usually is the piece that is still the aspirational one, the one you want to get, the one that a lot of people just know is out of reach. Don't go lab grown if you don't have to. get the big diamond and the big gold weight and the better look, and the $2,660 goes away. Let's take it even lower than $2,500. This is it, $2,499 plus another $250 off that price. So $2,249 to get that one. It's only one left. It's white gold only. And thank you, Nan, for the request. I hope that's what you're looking for. If anybody wants the $369, we can bring it on out. It's a whole different price point. It's a completely different price range. It's also only in white gold. So if you want the $369, I'll be happy to show it. But after that $266, there's probably not a lot of reasoning behind putting that $369 up when this is the bigger look. Shall we show more Tanzanite? I do have the 6 carat, but I'm very, very enthused about what's coming up in our oval. It's a 313 with pink and white diamonds. We'll have that at the top of the hour. A Chameleon diamond blowout is here. We do have a big paraiba, just in case anyone's looking for a major discount on a 3 carat paraiba that I'm pricing like it's a 1 carat, to be honest. So if you are interested in this stone, ooh, look at that. There's our big paraiba. 2 carats 99 on that one. And then let's get to our diamond pendant. We have a beautiful, almost like mobile style, interlocking circular pendant. I'm going to show you next. And thank you, Nan, for the request. If you'd like any other bracelets, let me know. But this one's still here. So my goodness, that one is available. Let's go to the hand here. I'm going to show you a white gold, a rose gold, and a yellow. So good news, we have all 3 gold colors in this. You know, the circle style we had, it sold out. The first time we brought it out, it was maybe a week or 2 ago. This is a circle within a circle, and then this is my favorite part. The bail has a little point to it. So all of this is going to move, and it's not going to spin though. It's all attached, but look at how beautiful this little point is. You can see it maybe a little better against the hand here, where you've got that little point. So one circle moves independently of the other. You can see that there, but it's going to be 1113477. It has been forever since we've seen this diamond circular style. I love the meaning behind circles. The fact that it's kind of a way to do infinity or never ending, but without having the actual figure 8 infinity style. It's a carat of 1 in diamonds as well. It's going to be 14 carat. Now we have white, yellow, and rose. White gold, I have a little bit of quantity. I also have the yellow gold, which I'll quickly switch out. The yellow gold looks like this. You're probably thinking, what? Looks exactly the same. It is yellow gold. You hardly see it. So if you're normally a yellow gold fan and you miss out on the actual yellow gold, get the white. It really is irrelevant. Here's the rose. You'll probably see a little more of the gold color here with the rose gold. Yes, that's more typical. So that's the rose gold. You can really see that pinky glow behind those diamonds. So we have 3 available. It's actually 101 in diamonds, and it's white, yellow, or rose. And you want to dial in quickly on the rose and the yellow because we have 1 of each, and then a little tiny, tiny quantity on the white gold. But these are not earrings. It's a pendant. And so it's going to go on the neckline, and I'll show you the length here that it's going to be a 1 and 1/8, I would say, top to bottom, including the bail. The actual diameter of the piece on the outside is about 7/8, and then we'll show it on the neckline. And again, this is the rose gold, so it's going to look very tonal on my skin tone, but we have the white, we have the yellow for you, but it's going to go, and this is a huge value for a carat of 1 in diamonds. Of course, a great gifting idea. Think of the symbolism of the circle inside the circle, this kind of idea of protection. I love it for a mother's love. If you want to really give it to the moms out there and have that be, maybe she doesn't do hearts, we'll take another look at it, and then I'll bring it up close as well so you can see the quality of these VS diamonds. That is so amazing. Isn't that pretty? And there's that pointed design to the bail. I'm going to zoom back a little bit here so we can show you. It's nice big diamonds along the outside, same with the bail. Let's get you on the phone lines. Here's the yellow gold as well, close up, so you can see what that's all about. And again, one circle is going to independently spin, and the other, they don't spin around, but they move. So spin is not the right word, but that's how it's finished. So it's all solid gold throughout. This is a beautiful style, white, yellow, rose. Again, operators, 1 yellow, 1 rose, a couple in white gold, that's it. A little over 1 inch, so really wearable style. I'm going to show the yellow gold here on the hand, then we'll take it on the neckline. It's $9.99 if you'd like to get one, and of course, they will sell out. There's nothing quite like diamonds and gold, especially our high quality, high caliber VS diamonds that we love so much, in a sale event. And let's show it on the neckline here as well. So this is the, which one do I have here? This is the yellow gold. Again, very, very tough to see the difference between the yellow and the white because it's so beautifully covered. We rarely do small diamonds that are set within a gold. We do a lot of, again, bigger diamonds. We really want the diamonds to be the star, and that's what you see there. Again, that is the yellow gold. Obviously, whatever chain you wear it on is going to dictate the length and where it sits on the neckline, but it's only $8.99 if you'd like to get one. So we'll give it a final 60 seconds. Then we'll move along. I do want to show you, I think our most popular is going to be the white. So that again is the yellow. Let me show it side by side with the white gold. So if you're having a little bit of a struggle deciding, it makes it a little easier because remember, these are very, very similar in the look. So there's the white gold that's on your right. So that's the white gold here. This is the yellow gold. So very little difference there between the two. If you're struggling to decide, I don't know what to tell you. I would get whatever you wear a lot, but honestly, it's not going to make a big difference there. White gold, yellow gold. So yes, whichever one you like, let me know. We only have the one in the yellow, the one in the rose. That's going to be it. And then we're going to be down to the white gold. I have a feeling, but that is $8.99 and a beautiful style. And you can see how it moves. Yeah. Yellow gold. All right, the yellow gold is sold out, and we have the rose and the white gold now to contend with. So let me show you here. The rose and the white gold, those are your last choices. We've got one in the rose gold there, and then the rest are in the white gold, and they're $8.99. We've got 14 seconds remaining. Thank you for shopping that with us. It's a beautiful style we haven't seen in a very long time. So that's a fun one to get. And we know with the circle styles by themselves, already sold out. They were the same price, by the way, for lesser diamond weight. So I like that we're doing more diamonds, bigger diamonds, and you've got the gold behind it, all solid all the way through. So it's going to be smooth against the neckline. Fabulous look there. Love that bail. It's just amazing, the little designer details of having that pointed style, not at the top, but at the bottom. The bottom of the bail is pointed where it intersects the circular styles. $8.99. Let me know, white or rose. Okay, we got to move. We've got the big Tanzanite right here. The 6-carater, the Museum Reserve. It is here, happening. Okay. Let's bring it on out, and welcome to the show. We are halfway through the show. I am going to need your requests because we have shown you almost everything for the day, and yeah, I think you know we're going to need some requests here because what would you like to see? We've got Chameleon diamonds still to come. Hoping that anybody who saw the 5-carat, if you're looking for just a little more saturation level, this is what I would recommend because here we are. We're so spoiled now. We all want Museum Reserve, and this one is. So item number is 1127654. Thank you so much. And again, don't hesitate to call us on any of the pieces you saw earlier. A couple of pieces might still be here. Not much, but you never know. Your dream piece might be sitting here waiting for you. 627 on this cushion cut. 142 is the diamond weight. So it's overall just a really large and important piece here. And that's got some serious red. And I don't know what you're seeing on your screen, kind of depends on everyone's settings, but look at the beauty of that saturation. And it is going to be affordable. We love that too. And a first caller situation in the white gold only. Welcome into Saturday. It's our last 85 minutes today. What would you like to see? That is a big question. I know I say it a lot because I love to get requests. You know, for the first couple of weeks, we could not actually show anything that was planned because it was nonstop requests from an hour before the show, 3 hours during, and an hour after. And now, hopefully, I think a lot of you are going, yep, I made my request, I got my item, I love it, already received it, I love it so much. This is when you think about anything else we can really get to add to your collection, something maybe that's been a little bit out of reach, something that is a stone that's been an aspirational stone, whatever it is. Speaking of aspirational, it does not get any better than Blue Wing Block D Museum Reserve. And yes, this is a twofold last opportunity because not only would we melt the piece down, but the stone off to another place. Museum Reserve means these were set aside about 6.5 years ago to be the stones that were on display in museums of the world and around the world, not just here in the US, but actually a lot of museums in Europe and everywhere else. Well, we had a lot of stones already now sent out. They are loaned out. They will come back eventually, but we don't know if that's going to be, probably not likely we see it back here for sale on a show. Very unlikely. I would say, yeah, the chances are probably 1%. So this is your chance right now to pick up something special in a 6-carat 27, get the cushion cut. That super saturated level stays in the white gold, but that's good news because that's usually how we've all enjoyed seeing our Tanzanites over the many years that we've seen them go out the door. So hopefully you like the white gold. Take a look at this. It's not going to be, oh, we got to scrap this whole $99.99 idea, make it even more affordable. Let me show it to you on the hand, and let's get you a big old value. That's what I'm here to do. Whatever you need, I'm here to provide. You need a better price? You need a bigger discount? Let me know what you want. I am here to make the dreams come true. And that email that I get, I love those emails I get where you said, you know what, I would never, people say to me every day, I would never own the collection I have if it weren't for TVON. So thank you for what you do. And we are very proud to be the only place in the world that can provide this stone, these values, this quality for this price tag, and now our lower price. Instead of even, oh no, I'm not doing $49.99. That's half off already. Look at that stone. Split shank, bigger diamond in between, halo. We're getting almost 1.5 carats in diamonds here. That's a big time piece. And it's not going to be $49 or even $3,999. Now is the time to make a run for it. Bolt to the phones, do what you can, get there, get ready to go. Let's make it happen for you. It's not even going to be $39, $38, $37. This is the bigger. Now, I know we had a request for a 5 carat. If you can go 6, we're certainly making it worth your while, getting that price down, lowering and dropping. And then, of course, I'm going lower than I ever can, ever should. You get 10% when you say, I'm taking it. Whenever you find the piece you love, you take an extra 10% off. Just for the pure honor of Sell It or Melt It. We are moving everything. It's not going to be $37.77. You got a better price tag. Come on in, take advantage. Museum Reserves. Think about the privilege that is to own a stone that if it weren't for you adopting the stone, it would be going on display in a museum. Nobody else has that privilege anywhere else. It's already the best material in the world that you've ever seen. And now we've got a chance for you to pick it up for a better than $37, better than $36, better than $35.99. This is why you shop the sale. This is why you take what you can while they're here. Calling in an hour, not always a great formula for success. Calling next day usually is failure. Let's make it $3,499 for a 6 carat 27. You get $350 off. You actually spend $31.49. And then you get the big, big savings on the per carat level we love. The Blue Wing Block D Museum Reserve. Here it is one more time on the hand. We've got requests coming in. We only have 1 hour and 20 minutes left in our Saturday. So let me know what you'd like to see. Here's the piece on the hand one more time. Now that's a more true display of the color, the neon, the saturation, everything that we love about the best of the best in blue wings, and that'll be $31.49 if you'd like to take that one. And then in 20 minutes, I'm going to show you our most affordable option of the day, which is also going to be a 3 carat plus, but it's an oval, and then it's got a real fancy, but I mean fancy in the diamonds. I don't mean fancy in the design. A classic design, really upgraded in the diamonds. So we'll have that coming up for you at the top of the hour. We do have our big paraiba here as well. This is the close-up of the 2 carat 99. If you'd like one of our larger examples of paraiba we've ever shown. We'll get to our yellow diamond cross, and then we also have a diamond ring that is very pretty. A diamond ring in a marquise cut, nice big solitaire. Also have a blue star sapphire in platinum, and we haven't seen many emeralds, so let's show you a big emerald. That's the paraiba, not inexpensive, but it is a 2 carat 99. So let me know if you'd like to get a little more info on that one. Here comes our emerald in platinum. Perfect. Don't use that word very often when we're talking about natural stones, but that's pretty perfect. Look at that emerald. Glowing. It is a stunner. That's 112-7105. Beautiful wider band. Those are actually really cool cuts in the middle. If you look at the channel down the middle, it's not only a 67-point pear shape, but it's got 36 points in diamonds. They're rounds for the most part, but down the middle is a channel of actual Asher cut diamonds. Very pretty. See how they're squared off like they are? So really, really pretty little mini Asher cuts there. And that's going to be, okay, $39.99 once was. Taken in a lot lower than that for you on our big emerald. And you know, it's important to remember that 67 points actually looks like more. So we know it's a carat 20, carat 30, carat 50 in look. Emeralds are just less dense, so it's a good thing. They give you a lot more look than you pay for, which is always nice because chromium-rich stones don't come in big sizes very often. So we're always looking for a big one, and it's tougher to get. When you see a bigger emerald, they get really, really pricey really fast. So it's nice to have one that's affordable. I'll make it $1,499. Let's move some jewelry here today. And then we've got a gorgeous opal pendant. What an opal piece. In platinum coming up by request. Thank you so much. So Constance, your piece is coming up, plus the chain to go with it. Wow, what a beautiful Rolo link chain. So emerald will be only $14.99. It'll be $13.49 at checkout. This is the opal if you'd like a little jump start on this very large opal. Wow. That's awfully nice. And that'll be 112-6137 coming up as soon as this emerald goes on the hand here. It's also a smaller size at the moment, so let me give you a look at it here on the pinky, but still gives you an idea of the size. And then to see that glow from a distance, how bright that stone is. Isn't that a great looking gem? So that's emerald, this coming month's birthstone, which the next month starts in about 4 days here. So we're ready for a celebration of emeralds, but a very, very important price tag and discount at $13.49. Okay, here comes the pendant. This is an opal. It is a premium black opal. Look at this. Now, it does have some I'm going to see if we can iris down a bit just to show you a little more of what you can expect to see in person. But it's item number 112-6137. It is large. It's going to be a 424, but it's going to look like a 9 carat. It is also 424 in the black opal. It is a platinum setting. We're throwing in this beautiful Rolo-Link chain, which you can see, distinctive Rolo-Link, which always requires a lot more metal. This is platinum. So you've got the opal, which I'll show you from the sides and the front and the back as well. Natural through and through is all we do in the opals as well. No doublets, no triplets. And this one has it's a 16-inch chain. Gosh, that fooled me. I guess it is 16 inches. All right, 16-inch chain coming with it. Now, it doesn't mean you have to leave it on that chain. You could use any of your white metal chains, to be honest. Sterling, silver, white, gold, platinum, doesn't matter. It'll match. It's going to be there's too little metal showing to make a difference. And so if you would like, 56 points in diamonds is going to be around that halo. Let me show you the length, though, the measurement of this piece with the bail. Top to bottom, it's quite sizable here. And there you can see here, it's an over 1 inch in its top to bottom, an inch and an eighth, including the bail. And then let's take it on over to the neckline and show you more. This is going to be a great shot because it's more, again, it's very dark over here where I stand. So you can see, same stone. I know, you're thinking, that looks like a totally different stone. Now I'm seeing a lot of blue and purple base color. I see a lot more pink and red. I'm seeing orange and yellows I didn't see when it was up close. Well, this is more mimicking, I'm still standing in a TV studio. So it's not exactly, low light, but it definitely helps to give you a much better idea and perspective of what this is all about from more of what you're expecting to see in person when you get it. Let's take another look at it close up here, and more importantly, a big markdown in the price, because this one did not start inexpensive. This one's a $69.99 piece. I'm going to go real low on this one. Shall we? How about $1,999 instead? That's it, plus your $200 extra off. By the way, who got that emerald? I think the emerald's going. It looks like from earlier. We've got this one down to $17.99 if you'd like to get it. Don't forget, we have a huge top of the hour Tanzanite in 15 minutes. Oval opal will be $17.99. Sounds like Allison's verifying on this one. Rolo-Link chain is included for free, 16 inches and in platinum. And it does have a spring ring closure. I never showed you the big diamond earrings. No, we have one pair of huge 2 carat plus diamond button style earrings. We'll show those next. Opal is here. Okay, so the opal's here. Let's show you these big earrings. Earrings like a stud, but better. They start really as a stud. Double halo. To add to it, another way, this is another trick because we talked about the bezels, but it's another way where if you ultimately would like to have a really big diamond stud, but one single stone is going to get way out of the budget, this is another trick where you can get even a little more sparkle by having the double halo around your stud. So the item number here is 112-1707. There's the other. Let's face them directly to you so you can see them at home. That is the pair you will receive. There are white gold and white diamonds galore all the way. Look at that. Just absolutely bright, beautiful, and sparkle city. Carat 02 on center. So this is still going to be the biggest diamond stud that we've seen today because the previous ones we had were 34 points each. This is going to be a 51 pointer on each individual center. That's how it begins. Then the double halo is going to total a carat 07 in the diamonds around them. So that's very important, and that's just a beautiful earring. You definitely want to see them on. They're a nice grand size. It's going to be 209 overall. Obviously, when we do our big 2 carat studs, we talked about this earlier, $69.99 is the price tag. When you just get the 2 carat individual studs, how about getting a lot more sparkle? Because I'm sorry, one diamond is only going to have 58 facets. So if you get a stud in a huge stone, well, a huge stone, what's a 10 carat going to have? A 10 carat round brilliant is going to have 58 facets just like a 10 pointer would. There's still going to be, if it's a round brilliant cut, you're still going to get 58 facets. As somebody who loves diamonds for one reason, I love diamonds because they sparkle. That's why I like good diamonds, because diamonds don't always sparkle. You have to get a really good quality of diamond to get sparkle. If you don't get a good quality, it doesn't sparkle. We've all seen diamonds that aren't so pretty, right? Diamonds are not inherently beautiful. They're also not inherently rare, but they are when they get into high quality. So that means a better color, a better clarity. That's when you get into really important diamonds. Well, this pair of earrings, 209 total weight, this is why I love them. I'm ready to try them on for you, but I love them because if you're somebody who really values sparkle as a really important key to diamonds, this is what's going to give you the most of that, because even if that was one single individual diamond, you would pay dearly for that, but you're still only going to have so much capability of sparkle. This way, with the double halo, every one of those round brilliant diamonds has 58 facets. So think of that. We've got, I'm not going to sit here and count them, but it's a lot of diamonds making up that double halo around an already large center. So it's taking it up to that highest level of diamond stud. You got that 1/2 inch diameter overall, as you see there, centered post, butterfly backing coming with it. And then we'll take a look at them on. So you can see how beautiful these are. And more importantly, that's the size we're talking about, how large they are. That's what's so important here, is the big overall diameter you're getting, the incredible sparkle they give. And that's if they're sitting still. If you're moving, and obviously you do, you put your earring on, you move, you have great, again, light around you. Those are just bright and brilliant. Let's take another look close up. Give you a really fantastic value on a should be $79.99 earring, of course, because you've got all that major diamond weight. Let's take it even lower. One collar, one pair, white gold only. Not going to be $79.99. Do we have anybody thinking about them? Not yet. Okay, well, we'll change that up a bit. And then we've got yellow diamonds in our cross. We've got a beautiful Tanzanite top of the hour in 10 minutes. Still taking requests if you have them. Get those in. Want to help you out with whatever it is you'd like to see from the inventory. So when you sell diamonds that are VS quality, I worked with a retailer on Thursday morning. I was at a meeting, a very important meeting at a retailer. And they were saying that they sell VS diamonds. They're one of the few retailers. There are only 3 retailers now that do. And when I was sitting down for a meeting, we were talking a lot about diamond melee. We were talking about accent stones. Melee are accent stones, 1 or 2 pointers that you use as accents around whatever your center is. Actually, I've been misquoting, so I'm going to just apologize now. I've been saying $25,000 a carat. Do you know what the VS diamond retailer gets right now for their VS diamond melee? $38,500. $38,500 per carat on VS diamond melee, not their 10 carat engagement rings, they're melee stones. They get, that's a lot of money. And again, so I've been using a conservative figure, which is usually good, because a lot of people in our industry like to say that's $10 billion a carat. We don't, I stay conservative with, any estimations on that, but that's as of Thursday. That's 2 days ago. So there's a lot happening in the world of VS diamonds that is not inexpensive. So I just want to make it clear that that's a price where I can only imagine if I was out front of that retailer on a Saturday morning with a diamond earring with 209 of diamonds like that. Can you imagine what would happen if I said that they were $79.99? $79.99. That would be literally what? Closer to the tax on the earring in Los Angeles County. Not the price of the earring overall. So this is a value. And you know that. That's probably why you're hanging out with me on a Saturday instead of out and about, because you don't need to be at that retailer. You don't need to look around. You know that if it comes to natural diamonds and the high quality you want, this is where you need to be. And now I'm at your mercy. My job over, as long as it's going to take, probably the next few days, to get through every last piece in our inventory, that inventory behind me, my job is to at least give one presentation to everything. And here I am slowing down the show to show you those earrings, because I'm a believer. You can't sit face to face with the CEO of one of the biggest design houses in the world and have them tell you that per carat price of nearly 40 grand and then stand here up on the air on national live TV going, oh, by the way, these are less than 8. They're less than 5. They're less than 4. They're less than 3. This is nuts, because the bag says $49.99, lowest, 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 and I'm going lower. And I will take it lower than $3,000. There's one pair of earrings. They're in white gold. They will be shipped out in a beautiful box to you on Monday, and you'll have them probably by the time I see you on Wednesday. And they're not going to be $39 or $29. Come on in. This is the diamond earring. This is the biggest diamond earring in our inventory for a stud or a button style, and yet it is not going to be even $3,000 or $29 or $28. We're blowing them out right now, $27.77. First caller gets them. And if that's not something you enjoy, then you just don't want diamond earrings, and that's okay too. Not everybody wants them. Not everybody needs them. Maybe you already have something like it, but that is if you want to go bigger with your earring. If you want to have something really totally 100% timeless, that, by the way, is under $2,500 after your discount. So under $25 to get one of the biggest earrings we've ever done in our collection, all time in about a decade, and you've got them for $2,499. And the studs that have 2 carats total are $7 grand. And this is going to give you a lot more sparkle. So I would say pick up the phone and get those, because there is no going wrong there. A beautiful idea, a great looking style. And if you would like that, I do have a fawn diamond. Yes, I do. I've got a beautiful pinky fawn coming up. This is another beauty. We've got any requests you have. We've got about 6 minutes now till our Tanzanite top of the hour, which is coming up. This is going to be the Tanzanite oval with the pink and the white diamonds right there. Lovely. Wait to see it in focus. It's going to look even better. And then we also do have chameleon diamonds. So 50 points and larger, and chameleon diamonds coming up. We will show them to you. We'll do that now. We've got a great look at chameleon diamonds. I've got yellow sapphire, diamond solitaires, blue star sapphire. If any of that sounds good. We've got a major mandarin garnet collectible. It's over 6 carats in size. We have our beautiful yellow diamond cross. I did have hoops last night, by the way. A lot of you I just got a message saying, do you ever sell hoops like the ones you're wearing? The answer is, yeah, I actually had some a few hours ago, last night on the show. Take a look at these. These are our hoops. They're the hollowed out tube style hoops, exactly like what I wear, but smaller. And they are solid gold. When I say solid, they're hollow, but they're solid. So what do we mean? It means there's no filling inside of them. They are gold and nothing more than gold, but they are hollow, because if they weren't, they would be way too heavy. Ever want to wear a brick on your ear? I don't think anyone does. So this is where you get a hollowed out hoop, 1.5 inches in size. It's going to be 3013. The diamond earrings are verifying. Thank you on those. Let's talk about a 14 karat yellow gold hoop that's all highly polished. Excuse the fingerprints, but again, I haven't had a chance to polish these up for you. It's going to be a beautiful look, and there's only one pair, and they're under, and I know it's tough to, if the last time you bought 14 karat gold was 1982. Gold is different now, and so what used to cost, I mean, I grew up in the 80s and 90s where it was like, again, I started buying gold in the mid 90s when I was a teen, and I was really excited, and I loved gold jewelry then. I loved gold hoops since the beginning, and my first pair of fine jewelry I ever bought for myself was a gold hoop. And it's, back then it's funny because I feel like we're going back to that era. And today is, gold's at $3,400, $3,300 an ounce, depending on the day. It's worldwide record highs. We've never seen prices like this. So take advantage, because if you're thinking, I can go buy a gold hoop anywhere at any time, the answer is absolutely yes, you can. You can walk into a jewelry store at any moment and buy gold. The price tag you're going to see is vastly different than maybe the last time you looked, even if it was Christmas time, even if it was 5 months ago. If it was 5 months ago when you were in a jewelry store last, because you were looking for that special gift for somebody, even gold since then has gone a little crazy. So the prices, and by the way, I don't think it's going to stop. I'm talking to a lot of experts, and none of us have a crystal ball, and none of us know exactly what's going to happen, but there's talk of this could not be it. We're seeing it every week. It seems like it goes up $100 an ounce. So on top of already world record highs. So I would say it's not far off to imagine $4,000 or $5,000 or $6,000 an ounce. It's what the experts say. I'm not part of the Gold Council, but take a look at this. This is the way to get your hoop. It is, I wouldn't wait. I would just get them now, especially when here's one we would melt and make a lot of jewelry out of if we had that opportunity. I just want to show them to you here from a distance away, then I'll pop one on for you, post-in butterfly backing, 1.5 inches, of course, all mirror finish, that tube style, looks solid, but of course could never be if it would be too heavy. So we'll make them $799. under 800, plus you get another $79.90 off, so it's going to be even less. And then I'll pop one on the ear for you as well, so you can see the beautiful glossy shine. Of course, there's just more surface area in a hoop like this, which is always lovely to see. So again, they're shining from all angles. And again, it's not that rarely does a day go by I don't get questions about my hoops, and yet we usually don't have plain, you know, solid gold pieces like this. So here's your chance. If that's what you've been looking for a long time, there's your chance to get them right there, just to show you what that's all about. And again, no tugging, no pulling, all mirror finished in glossy and tube style all the way around. They're light as a feather. They're your go-to every single day. I mean, really, that's, you know, if diamonds tend to be a little much for you, you don't want to do a bunch of diamonds, you just want a really good classic gold that's going to go with everything else you wear. That's the way you do it. So back to the wheel we'll go, $7.99, and that's just one pair in the yellow gold. That's it. So you know what I'm thinking we're going to do here at the top of the hour? Something wild's about to happen. We got about 2 minutes till our official top of the hour kicks off, and it's going to be a lot of fun. Make sure you stay with us. We still have Chameleon diamonds on blowout. We've got a beautiful Fawn round that we're going to show you. We've got a diamond tennis bracelet if you want to see the bigger version than the 266. We've got that as well. That's it. In the couple of times I've had solid gold pieces and bracelets and necklaces, they've all been gone. I don't think that one's going to be long for this world. Just don't think it's possible. Oh, I have the prettiest paraiba here. Let's show you a carat 23 blue-green paraiba in a big size with a lot of diamonds. All right, only one caller, one pair, that's it. And they'll be what? We're going to take an extra, you know, it'll be like $7.19 because you got about $80 coming off that price as well. Thank you so much. All right, Tanzanite time is here. I did want to remind you, I have the most gorgeous round. Somebody said last night at what was it? It was 8:01, and I got a call, and they said, I got to talk to Lolo. And they said, please, 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 I need another look at that Tanzanite. Show it at the top of the hour. Here we go with our Tanzanite round. I saved it. I said, do not melt it. We had jewelers in early this morning at they were here just a little before me. We were talking about like 6 a.m. They were really ready to go because we are sizing and shipping as fast as we can. This is why you're getting pieces in a day or two after they ship. I mean, this is really important. So this Tanzanite was requested. It's item number 8167. It was here briefly last night, but late. A couple of you had said, can you show it again tomorrow when I've got more time to relax and maybe, you know, really get my bearings and think about it and all that. Here it is. The 404 that looks like a 6-carat round. It is absolutely stunning. I am in last call in the show because we are in the last hour now. So last hour of our Saturday is here, and we've got not a lot of time, but a lot of jewelry to show you because I'm going to dive into some of your requests here. Thank you again for making requests. It means the world that you're here with us and you're reaching out and telling us what you'd like to see because it does make our lives easier to just bring out what you want. Time is precious. I really, really value your time. So when you're here spending time with us, want to make sure that's why we take these requests live and we show them as soon as we possibly can. So I do have an oval coming up, but this is a bigger one in the round. So there's a little fancier element to the round cuts, as we know. It's over 4 carats, which makes it great. You've got the white diamonds and big ones all the way around. This is as classic as a setting gets here or anywhere else. And we're going to give you a huge value. White gold is how it stays. We only have the one. Again, it did get a brief airing last night late, so there are some folks that are already thinking about it. So if you're seeing it for the first time, you want to call early. It was $89.99, and now I'm taking it lower to its lowest price ever. It's just that simple. It's the lowest price we can make it. And as we take another look at it, come on over and take a look at it close up here. I'll try it on for you. It's a beauty of a stone. It's going to be that bright neon museum reserve, 4 carats, but doesn't it look bigger? Does it not? It looks nice and large, like a big, beautiful, red, flashy 6-carat, doesn't it? And it will not be 89. 79, 69, 59, 49. It's not even 39. It's not even 29.99. We've got one, and that's, how about getting that stone? Do you think I have another? I wish I did. I wish I did. Every time I go to the trade shows, I'm so excited for June to roll around because we have the big JCK show coming up, which is going to be, you know, mostly lab grown. So I'm going to be in the minority there, but everyone keeps asking me because it's the one show I get to. I don't get the Hong Kong show because there's a lot of travel time and there's not enough time on my Monday and Tuesday to get to Hong Kong, but I definitely get to our domestic shows like Tucson and Vegas, so come see me. I'll have my own booth this year. I'm really excited about it. So it's going to be a big JCK event, but I will say, What's interesting about this is everyone keeps asking me, like, we know you're at JCK, we know you love Vegas, we know you're not missing the Vegas show. Even if I'm only there for 15 hours, I make it to that show. But I gotta tell you, everyone's always asking me, can you bring some blue wings? Because very few people believe that they are as pretty as they are. Because people watch the show. It's very easy to watch the show. They can turn on their TV, they can put it on their phone, they can watch on their computer. People watch the show. But even people in the industry always are asking me, come on now, what you doing to that camera lens to make that material look so good? Because these are people in the business who have seen 1,000,001 Tanzanites and they're going, there's no way it's that color. And it really is. And you know what? It is better. It is better in person than what I can ever show you on TV. That's just the nature of the stone. So for those of you that go, that can't be that good, you have to try it. Because there are a lot of naysayers and non-believers, and that is until they make their first purchase. And then I hear the same thing over and over. I wish I wouldn't have waited so long. I don't know why people watch for years and years and years and don't make a purchase. Because they think it's too good to be true. And they're going, but then they realize at some point, usually a sale event like this one, they take that first step. They make that first purchase. And once you do, I will warn you, you will be hooked. I cannot be held responsible for a TVON addiction. I cannot. That is my disclaimer. But I will tell you this, there are worse addictions to have. And it's jewelry and it's at fabulous values. So what you'd spend on one piece in retail, you can get probably 15 pieces here. And that's the beauty of it. And this piece is going even lower. So best Tanzanites here, the best quality in the world, and it's not going to be 29 or 28 or 27 or 26 or 25. Try it and you will love it. And then we'll get to our oval, I promise. But this is the one to own. It is a fabulous piece of blue wing block D. You've asked for it. I held it for today. Let's make it $2,499 and you get an extra $250 off that price. So one beautiful round, 4 carats plus in size, and it's going to be gone. And then I'll show you the oval, which is smaller. By, let's see, 3 carat 13s coming up with pink and white diamonds. Very simple, very elegant. This is too. This is simple and elegant as well, but it's got a lot of big diamonds. Let me try it on the hand one more time because that's a little more true to life color. When you just see the angle change from up close to here on the hand, you start to see the beauty of that stone. $22.49, and of course, never does it wane. When you've got the museum reserve in the round, you still get that saturation, but you still get the flashes. Sometimes the round can give you a lot of flash, but then it takes away some of the neon, it takes away some of the deep saturated violets. Not happening here. Doesn't take away from the reds or those hot pinks or those rich violet, vivid blues. This is the one. Okay, so that's here, but if you've been waiting on the 3 carat, that's coming up next, and that has not been in the event as of yet. And I don't know what I'm going to do, but I got to sell some jewelry because we do have to keep the lights on and make it to tomorrow. So we got to do this, guys. We got to sell some jewelry because even selling jewelry at under cost is still, again, at least provide some funds to keep the lights on, okay? And that's what we got to do here because low prices, but really ridiculous values, and things go out on Monday. So by the time I see you Wednesday, most of you have your jewelry, and I can't tell you how exciting that's been to hear about pieces that I just offered on the air a couple hours prior and you already have them. It's so great. So this is our oval. This is the pink and the white diamond version. If you have any requests for our last 55 minutes today, please let me know. It's your show. And again, I would love to show you what you're looking for, but let's move on from that round. Give you this oval with the pink and the white diamonds together. And I don't know what I'm going to do here. I'm going to probably leave it up to you guys. Probably just put it on the auction block or something. I know auctions are not allowed. They are prohibited during this event, but I might try it anyways. What's it gonna hurt, you know? 112-7711 is your item number on this oval. It is our big 313. So wearable, so elegant. The pink diamonds really stand out. I love that. It's got the pink diamonds, got the white diamonds. We saw this mounting last night in a morganite version. Was that ever popular? But of course there was only one. Oh, sounds familiar. We got the same situation, and it's going to be our 29 points of the pink diamonds. They're big ones down the sides. They're a little bit elevated over the white diamonds down the profile, and you've got those designer tapered prongs. You've got the really basic setting because it's a band. It's a band, but it's just the way we added such rare and exotic diamonds to go with it. So your pink and your white together, 29 in the pink, 20 points in the white diamonds. Welcome into Saturday. It's Saturday. It's afternoon now everywhere across the country. So glad you're here. We have a short time left, though, so I'm opening it up to your requests as always, but really, really needing your requests here at this moment in time. Let's get this Tanzanite out the door. Here's what I'm going to do. I got a $69.99 price tag, and I know that's not going to work. So I'm going to ask you to make me, I don't really like to do offers either because, you know, who gets the silly ones and the kids that are watching the show for fun start calling in with like, you know, dollar offers. Here's what I'm going to do though. I'm going to take the piece and I know the cost and the cost is, you know, close. We're going to do something wild here. I'm going to put it up for auction. We're going to make this a really easy deal. Obviously, pink diamonds add something to it. So before you think, well, it's just diamonds. It's not just diamonds. Those are natural pink diamonds from the Argyle mine, which closed about 2 years ago, actually 2.5 or more. So time is really flying by. It's already, gosh, close to mid-2025. Never thought I'd see the day when we have, you know, pink diamonds, unattainable, gold at crazy money. I mean, it's just, it is what it is. And now I'm standing up here giving away jewelry. It's the way I like to do it. So welcome into our big Saturday. If you'd like this one, let's do this. Forget about even $29.99. I'll go $2,000 to open it up. 2,000 bucks. 2,000. $10 increments. You will take 10% off. You will. You will, when you win, and I'm going to be positive about this, when you win, be a believer. Call me and it could be yours. If you win this at $2,000, you'll take $200 off. If you win it at $2,500, you'll take $250 off. If you win it at $3,000, well, we'll see what happens. We'll see. I'm not going to get too, I'm not going to get too overly excited because it's a quiet day, and I get why. It's a Saturday and everyone's on TV watching something else. I get that. So here we go. $2,000. It's a somber day. So here's what I'll do. $2,000. Let's see if we got it. I have 3 or 4 callers, so I would think it's going to be maybe started here. Let me try it on the hand for you, and let's see what you think of it that way. I do want to add, if you have our Wonder Rings, white diamond or pink diamond Wonder Rings, there's a really nice match that they give. It's a really suitable style to pop on a Wonder Ring or do one or the other or both or whatever it is. But that's a classic, isn't it? The diamonds, we made sure to go more than halfway down. So even if you get like, let's say a 15, a 14, a 13, a 12, I'm talking about ring size, you're still gonna get diamonds side to side. This one's a 7 right now. We have no $2,000 open as of yet. It is museum reserve, okay. Okay, check in, we got request, and you're on a request, okay. So we've got a couple people on the phone lines. It looks like we got some last hour requests coming in, which is wonderful. I'm going to do something a little different, and we're going to keep the auction. We'll keep that. Now, I know this is forbidden and silly and stupid and all those things. I get it. We're losing more money, and that's okay. But it's a great chance to pick up, because I've only got, listen, the computers can only take a price that's already input. I'm going to go lower. I'm going to do better. It's really kind of our loophole is the auction. You know, the auction allows me to do a little extra. We can kind of get around what the computer says, so we can process your order. But it's not going to be $2,000 to open, nor is it $19,000, nor is it $1,800. I am motivated in this last hour to move some jewelry, and if you do like Blue Wing Block D, or maybe you're adding to the collection, and maybe you've started, because interestingly enough, a lot of people start with the big ones, like the 10 carats, the 8 carats, the 15s. So if you wanted one that, let's say you enjoy wearing that, but it's worn more seldom and you're wearing it for special occasions, but you really want to wear one every day, I think the 313, especially in this style, really lends itself well to that everyday wear. What if we do better than $1,800? We're getting crazy low, and yes, you will still take your 10% off. So again, we're looking for an open. We don't have one yet. That's why I'm going lower, because I really want to make sure we get the open somehow, some way. What if we go, instead of $1,800, even less? Whew, deep breath moment. How about $1,700 to get this started with a $10 increment only? There would be a 10% off discount as well. And I'm going to give it 60 seconds to get it going. And let me know what requests you have. We're working on some now. We can get as many as you want in. We'll stay here all day to get all your requests in. Yeah, Allison, I can't go. Allison, I don't know if you have it on your computer screen there, but I can tell them what the cost is. And the cost is thousands and thousands and thousands and thousands and thousands more than $1,700. And there is that opportunity where if you were to win it, let's just say it would go backwards again. It would go backwards by right now $170. Should have started at $2,000. Got motivated. Have a 313, we're saving another $100 per carat of that stone. And Fawn diamond time? Let's do it. Fawn diamonds and chameleon diamonds coming up next. No open on this one. That's okay. I will melt it. It's okay. We need some pieces to melt. Today's that day. Finally, we've reached that point of the sale where we've got some pieces to melt. To be honest, I've been doing this sale for 3 weeks. I think we've had, what is it now, 21 pieces? 21, I think it is, out of 3 weeks of shows. It's a lot of shows. So, you know, that's a lot of jewelry. I've been showing you a couple hundred pieces a day. I mean, there's not much to melt. Today we have pieces to melt. That's the good news. All right, coming up next, we'll move on from this one. How are we doing on requests? Anything? Okay, so we're still working on some requests. Let's go ahead and get to our chameleon diamonds. I'm going to take you to the museum here, and actually even better than some museums. Yeah. All right, you got the open? 1,700. We have the open. But here's what I'll do. We'll give it a last call just in case anybody's dialing in now or wants to get in. We have the open at 17. By the way, the math on that, 1,530. Right now, that winner, and we do have the open at 1,700, by the way. So we do. So it's going to sell. So no hope in bringing this back. Obviously, someone's got the right idea here. Sees the value, sees the discount, sees the drops, all that. We are going to give it a final 2 minutes. Obviously, it still goes less. Even if you bid 1710 and win, even if you bid 1750 or 1800 or whatever you want to bid, power bids are welcome. It's whatever you bid, whatever you win it at, you will still take 10% off. So there's ample savings in addition to the already incredible savings that I'm providing. And we're going to give it our last 2 minutes and then we'll say goodbye to this one. Take a look at that. We've got the open though. So we've got the open at 17. Thank you for that. And here's one request. So Wanda, stick around. We've got your request coming up next. I don't know if anyone's looking for chameleon diamonds, but we got them. We got them. We got rare, 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 rare. And again, $1,700 means $1,530 at checkout. And our final clock is down to 95 seconds. Last chance, last call. Anybody else? One more time on the hands, sure thing. Here's the back and the side and the inside. So side profile looks like this. It's going to be mostly white gold. The only rose gold is setting those pink diamonds. That is the only rose gold that will be there. So it's just very subtle. If you're not a big rose gold fan, I'm not. I'm open with you guys. I'm not a big fan of rose gold, but I love it when it's actually paired up with white because especially when it's setting hello pink diamonds, then it kind of needs to be. I mean, rose gold is really a necessity when you're setting a diamond that's naturally pink, that nobody has any clue. Do you know that? We know what colors yellow diamonds from Mother Nature. We as a gem society, as gemologists and all the scientists and all those smart brainiacs out there who study gems for a living still don't know definitively what causes pink diamonds to be pink. It's a mystery. And yet what these are naturally argyle mined pinks. That means they came out of the ground in pink color. They didn't get any treatment, no heating, no nothing. And yet here we are at $1,700 with 15 seconds remaining. Is anybody else thinking about this one? And Donna, you got it. The chameleons are coming up right after Wanda's request. I have a Wanda request here for some earrings. Then we're going to show you the chameleons as promised. And there is a huge value. It may just be about ready to go even bigger on the value in the chameleons because I still got to move some jewelry. So Wanda, your earrings are next. Chameleons are coming up after that. Do we have 1710 or more on this Tanzanite? Yes, no, yes, no, yes, no. Let me see what we have here. They're telling me to wait. I'm seeing the hand up in the air, like give me a second because I got a new register perhaps. So Tim, are you on this one? Allison, you are not on this one? Okay. Nobody else? Why do I see more phone lines on the board than I have phone lines here? I'm not sure what that means. No on that one, Andy? All right. Once, twice, 3 times. 1710, got it? Nope, sold. Congratulations. That's gone. Well done. Thank you so much. Here we go with the earrings, Wanda. Now, Wanda, please call in early. This has probably been happening just far too often where we've had a lot of people make requests and they miss out on their requests and they wanted it. So call early, please, 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 because there's only one pair of these gorgeous filigree lacy-like diamond earrings in yellow gold. I'm going to have to hold them up here for you so you see them a little bit better like this. This is going to be the diamond earring, this kind of lacy filigree look. It's item number 1110380. Here they are together. They've got a nice long length to them. They're so pretty. I know they're long, but I feel like they're open enough. They could be worn even during the day. You know, maybe you're going out to a nice brunch Mother's Day brunch, maybe a lunch, maybe a beautiful, that's a lot of rain. Get it, a little gathering, get together where you want to look a little extra fancy. Here's your nearly 2-inch earring, 1110380. I know those go back a ways. So we probably don't have an item number built, but there they are, 50 points in the diamonds, yellow gold only, one pair. It starts with the hoop that's going to have this great kind of lever back, just really beautiful. It opens up, by the way, so you can open it up as wide as you need to make it easy access, and then literally just clasp that closed. And then there you go. There's the length, 1 3/4. Let's go ahead and blow them out. There's only one pair. Stay in the yellow gold, really offsetting those diamonds beautifully. I'm going to make those $777 if you'd like to get them. $777. It looks like they're probably pretty well known at this point, given that they were requested, and they're sold. Thank you so much. Now I have 3 Chameleon diamonds going up close here. So we decided to gather all the 1/2 carat to 60-point diamonds that are color changing and bring them out for you. So here is the, look at that round, beautiful green, blue. Then we have an emerald cut. Then I've got the really, really large one. Actually, I might scoot these over and we'll just do one of those classic, like small, medium, large as far as the mountings here. And I got to zoom back. So we'll do that, 3 rings at once. Why? Because I want to show you the difference between different chameleons. And every chameleon that we bring you is certified by GIA. So we have the round here. We've got a gorgeous emerald cut. This is starting, all 3 of them are really starting as greens. I personally like that because when they start yellow and they change to a different yellow, I kind of just go, what's the big deal? I mean, it's a Chameleon diamond, so it's a big deal. But I don't want it to go from yellow to a different shade of yellow. I like the ones that go green to yellow. Yes. Oh, the earrings are already sold. I'm sorry, Jason got them. Yeah, earrings are gone. Oh, yeah. That would be so lovely to just continue to sell these to our heart's content, but we can't. So here's what we have in last call on the chameleons. I'm going to walk you through the carat weights. We do have the certs, which also mean these are actually graded for clarity. And then they get real specific with the color. Keep in mind these all have the fancy. It's actually labeled as fancy on the cert. These are fancy diamonds. They don't get any fancier than this. They are color changing. And again, once more, like the pink diamonds, we don't know what colors them in nature. We don't really even know exactly how this happens, how a temperature change can change the color of a diamond. There are mysteries. The gem world, I hate to be up here saying, I don't know. That's something you should never shop with someone who says, I don't know. If you go to a doctor and they say, I don't know. If you go to a lawyer and they say, I don't know. If you talk to if you're watching a jewelry show host and she says, I don't know, probably not a great sign. But when I say that, so I hesitate as a journalist, where my training and roots are, I hate to say I don't know. But the truth is we don't know. GIA, gemologists, everybody who's studied these, who's made it their life's mission to understand the inner workings of the diamond world does not know. Which is kind of the cool thing, because there are those anomalies in the gem world where there are mysteries, there are enigmas, there are things that no matter how much time, research, money has been dumped and poured into studying something, we never really know. There are mystery stones out there. We know what it is, we know what it does, we have it certified. These are the certs that come with it, but we don't know how. It makes this magical miracle happen of where in one light, like right here, it's probably about 70 degrees in the studio, okay? And it's green. If I were to take that out, let's say it's summertime and it's August, we live in California, I'm in Los Angeles, so it can get to 115 degrees out here, and it will in a few short months. It'll be 115 degrees routinely. And I could leave that in a hot car for an hour. When I go get that Chameleon diamond, that once was green, it's gonna be a bright blazing yellow orange. It's amazing, and then it'll cool back down and it'll revert back. You know, I've always told the story about the customer who called up to customer service one day raving mad because she purchased a Chameleon diamond that was a green color on her TV set when she bought it, and then it arrived and she was pretty upset because we'd sent her the wrong stone, which we didn't. It was bright orange, and she said, you sent me the wrong ring. And having forgotten, because again, I can't make the studio 115 degrees, but she only knew it as green. She'd forgotten that it changes color. So it had been on like a hot delivery truck all day. I think she was in the state of Texas. It was summertime. It had been on a hot delivery truck all day. It delivered to her around 4 p.m. in the afternoon, and she got it, opened it up, excited, and said, you sent me an orange diamond. It was a Chameleon. And then sure enough, 2 hours later, it was back to green. It had cooled down in the air conditioning of her home. So it's one of those fascinating color change diamonds, truly one of the rarest in the world. Each one has a cert. These are all 50 points or larger. Let's walk you through a great value. I can't honestly say these are going to stick around. There's no way. We have the round on the left, which is our 50 pointer. It's an I1 clarity, and it has 24 points in white diamonds. In the middle, we have the emerald cut, very pretty. That is a 50 pointer as well. It's an SI1. It has 35 points in diamonds in almost a highway band. And this is the 51 pointer, the largest in the pear shape. It is an SI2, and they all go, this is really more blue-green, I would say. This is more of a true bright green. They all go to a golden hue. They're all a little different, but they all go to some kind of golden hue between like an orange and a yellow. So they're all the same price. They start at $11,999. I have got your favorite, whichever it is, for the lowest price ever. Martha, Linda, we have your request coming up in just a little bit. Let's make these chameleons all one crazy price, not $12,000 anymore. Tony, I'll show them. They're $11,999, each and every one of them. There's one, here's the other, and here's the other. And that's not my writing. That's not the red. I only have the black marker, not the red marker. So here we go. It's going to be less than. Now, that'd be nice. You'd save $1,200 with our discount. I have no problem with that, except that I want to save even more money. So we're going to take them under $10,000. And to get a half-carat stone or more, very impressive. All wearable styles. We made them purposely wearable. And if you think that, oh, it's a chameleon, so it must be delicate, it's not. It's still a diamond, so it's a 10 on the Mohs scale. So you wear the thing. You wear it every day, you live in it, you luxuriate in it. Just, I mean, knowing that you have something as rare as this is, where there are only a few, and I don't know of anybody else who sells them, by the way. Maybe you do. If you do, please help a girl out, share where you've seen one. I have never seen one offered in a retail store or on a shopping network. Now, I have not worked at every shopping network, and I don't certainly see every broadcast of every shopping network that sells jewelry. But I do know that we sell them and offer them, and they're exclusive here, so they are really valuable. And they all say fancy on the cert because they detail their colors. So let's make it better than even $4,999. Here's an example. You let me know which one you like. I'll show you the cert. Let's also make them even more affordable than even, you know what, let's take them lower. This would be $500 off. Nothing wrong with that. Let's make them even more affordable and go down to $3,999. You get $400 off that price, they'll be $35.99, and they're all purposely set in very wearable designs. We didn't go over the top. We didn't make them these massive rings that you just don't feel comfortable wearing every day. We wanted to make them very, very wearable. So there they are. This is the solitaire. Again, 50 points there. 50 points on the round, 50 points on the emerald cut, 51 points on the pear shape, and again, all labeled on their certs as fancy, and then it details their color. Like, for example, the emerald cut here says fancy gray, yellow, green, SI1. There's the diagram. They will all have the comment section will all detail what it is that chameleon does, what makes it so special. And of course, you've got your color grading chart here and your clarity grading chart here, and the diagram of any and all inclusions in your stone from front and back. So that is really well done. And so that's where, again, cert's coming with it no matter what. Chameleon diamonds at $35.99. Then we have, okay, Martha, let's show you a diamond ring that's gorgeous. We have two available, white and yellow actually. So good news there. And then Linda wanted to see some opal rings because our opal ring did sell earlier. We had a large opal, had a large pendant as well. The pendant's still here, the ring is gone. So let me show you what we have left here in two different opals. Got more of an oval and more of a roval for you. So chameleons are here if you'd like them. Take a look at what we have now for the opals. I've got two for you, Linda, and hopefully, well, look at that. That's a nice one. That's 112-7524. This would be the big oval. This one's a little more rovally, and it's going to be about half the size. So just depends on what you like better. They're both set in platinum. We'll start with the information for the right side, which is the 508. 508 has a 50-point diamond weight with it. And then that's right over here with a lot of greens and blues now, but it's still going to have the yellows, the pinks, the yellow, oranges as well. Then we go to 112-6039 on the left side. That's going to be 6039's platinum and a 289 stone. And that one's going to have right now a little more visible reds and yellows than it still has the blues and the greens. And that's going to be 62 points in diamond weight as well. So you get some baguettes with the left side. Baguettes and rounds together, just the rounds on the right. Either way you'd like to go, same low price. Shall we take them on down? Let's do it. Amazing value on the two opals, both out of Australia. Love to see that. And of course, those beautiful, bright lightning ridge stones. And you know what, I really don't want to make this about the price. One's $49, one's $39.99. Let's take them each lower. And I got to move some jewelry. We've got 30 minutes or so to do it. Let's make it happen. Let's give you the big value, $19.99, no matter which one you like. Then Martha, your diamond ring is coming up, and $19.99, of course, comes back by $200. So you get to save extra and get them for less than $1,800 out the door. So that's a really important way to get your big opals, and I'll try them on for you. And then let me know. We have that pendant, which would go well with either. To be honest, they'd be beautiful with either way. And then we've got our fabulous diamond ring coming up. And Deborah, we've got your request too, another diamond ring. Fabulous highway design. So first we'll get to Martha's request. I'm going to go in the order they came in. Let me know which one you prefer. Here's a look at them on the hand as well, side by side, so we can see how those look. And honestly, this is a little lower light, so it's going to help you get a better idea. This one's more of a roval with the baguettes and the rounds. This one's a little bit larger. Again, it's interesting. This is the 5 carat. And this is the 2 carat 89. I don't think they look all that different. You know, this one's almost double the size, but it doesn't give you double the look. It's why opals are always, you always want to wait and see it on the hand first, because it's always surprising how you can get a much bigger look. We know that, but even, you know, a 3 carat is looking like a 5 carat. So you've got great choices either way on those. And then here comes the diamond ring. We have yellow and white gold only. Here's the yellow, here's the white gold. This is the 1110-533 item number. It is going to be very limited. It is a 139 diamond weight and ends up looking like you're wearing a very large marquise cut at first. And instead, it's actually going to be all around brilliance that are making up that large marquise appearance there. Plus, it's also going to be diamonds that continue down the sides. Do that little turn in that figure 8 on the side. It's really just well done, isn't it? And it looks even more beautiful when you see it on the hand. So do let me know if you want the yellow or the white gold. I'm going to try on the white gold here for you first. Then we'll try on the yellow gold beside it, because it's another one of those where it probably doesn't make much of a difference. They look identical when you see it from straight on. The only way to really see the gold is to really look through the profile, and even then it's kind of tough to make out which gold color you're in. So don't be too concerned. But obviously if you're dialing in early, you're going to get your pick. It's going to be $14.99 though. So $13.49 at checkout to get a full carat 39 in diamonds. This is the white, this is the yellow. You have a choice of, we only have the one in the yellow gold, so when that's gone, it's gone. And it's a beautiful way to save another $150 just for the heck of it for our Sell It or Melt It sale event. So huge moment right now. This is going to be last call on the show. We only have 30 minutes remaining, and Deborah, your highway ring is next. And there's the white and there's the yellow. Jess, do you have anything for me? Or is there no change? Nothing? Okay. Last call. So, and by the way, Martha, if that's not what you're looking for, please let us know. We can always go find what you're looking for. But if you're looking for all diamonds, we've actually got another option next, which is going to be our highway design in a ring, which is always fun because it's got a lot of big diamonds too. So that's going to be exciting as well. That's on the way. Thanks so much for making a request, though. It's nice to hear that you're with us and have something you're looking for that we can hopefully find the right piece. I'm going to move on from those. And then here's the, okay. Well, this one's going to last probably, I think it's going to be gone before we even price it. It's item number 1113338. We have 2 available. They're both in white gold. Even with 2 available, I would be very doubtful this is going to stick around past when I even get to the lowest price. It is not a piece you want to wait on. This is the famous highway ring we do. It has 3 totally different, beautiful bands that wrap around and encircle each other. Now, Deborah, if this is your request and you love it and that's the ring you want, please call early. I have seen it way too many times today. Many, many times throughout the event where we have the piece that you requested sell to somebody else simply because the requester, I have no way of reserving because I can't see who's on the phone lines. This isn't QVC where they have a big board and tell me who it is and where they're from, right? That's in those big places. I only have operators and I see their beautiful faces, but I don't know who's on the phone line. So I literally have to leave it to whoever says sold first. So we've had this happen many times. I know it happened to Jenny earlier with the tourmaline. Luckily, I think we found her something, but it is important when you make a request. I can't reserve it for the requester because I simply don't know who's on the phone line. So 94 points. Now, I do have 2. That's the good news, but this is a world famous ring. It says 94 points in diamonds. It's bezel set. It's highway design. They do this like great sweeping, interlocking. I mean, it's a beautiful wearable ring. It sits low profile in the hand, but it's under $1,000. to get a lot of big diamonds. Operators, we have 2 in white gold. That's it. I'll size them to whatever you need, but it's going to be better than even $9.99. Here's what it looks like on the hand. It is wearable. It is a teeny size right now. I don't care. It's not a pinky ring. I'm going to put it on the ring finger there for you. Look how beautiful that is. Now, normally I would need about 50 or 60 of these to sell. I have 2, and it's reduced to $888 plus $88.80 off. So you get it for $7.99. And operators, yell them out because I have 2 available only, and I know we're going to need more than that. And I know I'm going to disappoint more people than I make happy here, but that is $7.99 for a beautiful diamond ring that has actually 5. You see the 3 there? 3 on this side and 2 on that side for the bigger bezel sets. So, Zine, would you like the first one? You got it. We have 1 left. Will I get the one off my hand? I'm not sure. It was a 5 and I shouldn't have put that on my hand. All right, here it is. There we go. So that's it. 1 left. Oh, okay. Well, I kind of thought that'd go. 1 left only. Hey, whatever. It's a beautiful, beautiful Saturday to be shopping. And Raquel, we've got a piece for you coming up next. So I still have 1 left. Wow. 7. Oh, never mind. Tim's got the last one. Here you go, Raquel. Here is your request. It is a bright. Look at that. Oh, hello. Let's all bow down to blue zircon for a moment. Stunning. 7769 is the number. It's a one-of-a-kind blue zircon in white gold only, and it's got diamonds top and bottom, carat 53 on the blue zircon, 28 points in the diamonds. I mean, come on in. Look at that round. And can we forget about blue diamonds for a minute? Blue diamonds are irradiated. I know there's natural ones, but they're very rare. When you have a blue diamond that's bright, it's irradiated. I don't need irradiation near me. I really don't, okay? I don't even like to, like when I was house hunting, I wanted to be sure I was away from power lines, you know, just because, you know, it just freaks me out. I think that, again, a lot of people, I don't know what the science is behind it, but blue diamonds, when you see those bright blues, they're usually irradiated to get their color. This one, it's blue zircon. It's natural. It gets some heating like most every stone on the planet does, but it's really bright, and it gives you that blue diamond look without having to go to that treated, that funky treatment. So let's just give you a great value on this one of a kind. White gold, let's take a look at it. Suddenly, I think we've got some viewers now for our last 22 minutes or so. So here we go. Here's the blue zircon. Yes. Got it. Okay, so the requester is going to bow out because it's not this ring she was looking for. So let's do this. I will make this one. It is available too. You don't have to like be polite and say I'm going to leave it for the requester. She's already told us thank you. Thank you, Raquel. She's like, that one's not for me. So here's what I'm going to do. I'm going to make this $14.99. What's she need? I didn't take the request, so I don't know. Does she just need a round blue zircon? And does she have a price range or a size that she's looking for? Because I don't have the whole inventory here behind me. It's not, the set's big, but not that big. So sometimes they got to run back and go get things for me to help me out. So again, we'll see if we can get something else for you, Raquel. $14.99 leaves that available, that bright blue zircon for somebody else who wants a wider band like that. Then I'm going to get to my amazing Fawn diamond. And then we'll take any last minute requests, but we are down to 25 minutes. And our last show of the week is tomorrow because we are off on Mondays and Tuesdays, and I know that's new to a lot of you. We are not here on Mondays and Tuesdays at all, so just Wednesday, Thursday, Friday night, Saturday, Sunday day. So just keep that in mind. Those gold hoops that I had are still available. A couple of opals still available. The round Tanzanite is still available. We've got quite a few pieces that you can still shop on. The Chameleon diamonds are here. Yes. A what? A what? Oh, okay. Well, we showed the 266. Is that what did they see it? I'm not a fan of the 369. It's smaller and it's more money. So, you know, I do have a 369. We can recap. That's the 369 in the basket setting. I do have a 266 in a bezel setting that looks bigger. The 266 was requested earlier. I think a lot of people said, I'm going to leave that for the requester. The requester did not take it. So I do have the tennis bracelet earlier, which is just the best value here. It gives you the best value of all, and it is the 266 bracelet. Let me flash that. If you just tuned in, welcome. First of all, happy Saturday to you. This is the tennis bracelet that I do have that was requested earlier. It's 266 in bezel set diamonds. It does look bigger than the 369. If you want the 369, it's $39.99. But if you want a bigger look, For less money, it's here. This is 111-7573. Our blue zircon is still here, by the way. If you'd like to get that, you may. And then here's our tennis bracelet, which has been on a number of times. Back, I thought it sold out. I guess the last one got swapped for something else but after a show. So good news is we have one left. It's in the white gold at 7 inches, and it's only $24.99, which is really $22.50. So it's a huge value on an all diamond, which that's really the concept. The tennis bracelet's really the idea where no matter how they're set, diamonds from one end to the other. Yes, go ahead, Zine. Sure, which carat weight? 94. It already sold out. Did you get one? All right. Got it. There is really no under gallery because it's open, so it's a highway design, so there's really no under gallery per se, but everywhere that there is gold and diamonds, it's solid through and through. So does that make sense? You can see how it's all mirror finished. It's nothing but gold that touches your hand, but it is open because that's what creates that highway design. So they do the solid, and then it's tapered in the back for you. So that one is sold out. Let me know if it comes back. If you want to go bigger, okay. So this is a different story. If we want to go way up, like, yeah. You mean the 266 and the 5. Okay. Who was that? Regina and Angelina? Okay. Okay. I don't know why I'm struggling to hear today. Is it I don't know. I don't know what it is. Let me open this up for you. We'll show you side by side. So we have 2 people asking about a 520 versus a 266. And you know what, just for good measure, so you guys understand what I'm talking about, we haven't showed the 520 yet. I showed the 3 carat. So here they all are together. Why not show all 3 first of all? And then you can see, here's our 520. That's going to be basket set. Here's our 3 carat 69. That's going to be basket set. Here's the 266, which is bezel set. So there they all are. So you get the different looks here. We've got 5 carats 20. Now here's the deal. I'm going to discount every one of them because we clearly have some tennis bracelet lovers out there. This is the one you know that you're seeing the graphics for now, $24.99. If you want to go up to 369, doesn't look quite as large as this one, but it's, you know, again, it is a larger carat weight. That's going to be, I'm going to take it down. Instead of $39.99, let's make it $36.99. If you'd like the 5 carat 20, and these are all lowest prices possible. If you'd like the 520 bracelet, that's going to be, and they're all 7 inches and they're all white gold only, so it's pretty straightforward as far as the carat weights and the colors of gold and the lengths. But that's going to be where you're getting 15 plus pointers each. So they're very, very large, and this one's going to be down to $49.99. That's our largest one here, as a matter of fact. So we do have the $49.99 where you save $500. This is now $36.99. You'll save about $370. This one is $24.99, and that's going to save you another $250. So 3 different sizes of tennis bracelets. Obviously, this one goes double what this one is. This is 5 carats 20. This is going to be the $369, and this is the $266, but looks very similar, I would say, to the $369. To me, it looks a little bit bigger. So those are going to be, again, $24.99 to $49.99. So we've got 3 different options, and there's nothing that says you have to wear just one tennis bracelet. I mean, my gosh, I would be a perfect example of that because I do like to layer. I've got tennis bracelets that I've purchased over the years in addition to, you know, pieces that have been gifted to me, and so I like to wear them all together. Why play favorites? You can wear them together, and that's where you can really have some fun with it. So there are our 3 tennis bracelets. Now we're going to show you another request. Hi, Elizabeth. We've got a round. Oh, good. We've got a slightly smaller round than the 4 carat, and it looks pretty much same color, same beautiful brilliance. Item number here is 11288, actually 8293 is going to be the item number. So it's I know this might look similar to the 404 we had, but it's going to get you a little more affordability here. On a still good size, that's your close-up on it. This is, well, going to be very, very nice and affordable. And it's 1128293. So it's a 260 round. We did have an oval earlier that is now gone. We've got the 2 carat 60 here. 49 points in diamonds. The difference between, now when we had the 4 carat actually had diamonds only around the halo, not down the sides. This is both, halo and down the sides. 260, 49 points in diamonds. White gold is how it stays. If you need any help on the tennis bracelets, I'm a tennis bracelet lover. I own a lot of them. I can give you all the best advice I can give on if you're looking for like which one's best for my lifestyle, which one's best for my budget, whatever we can do. But this is going to be our beautiful request in a round. I did not know there was a 260 round here, so it's nice. Sometimes when you make a request, we find something in the vault that hasn't even been out here, so that I haven't even seen, and I see the inventory every day. So it's really exciting. Thank you, Elizabeth, for that request. There is only going to be this one. It's going to go. It's not even $2,000 though. I have to keep in mind what happened earlier on an auction. You know, we got to keep everything rolling with these same discounts. They got to make sense, even when they don't make sense, right? It's all wonky upside down. It's all crazy discounting, but it's not going to be $19.99. Let's go even lower. I'll try it on for you. Let me know. All those tennis bracelets are still available. They're still here, and they're big drops in prices, so take advantage of them, please. Let's make this better than 19, 18, 17. Let's go $16.99 plus another $170 off, and here's how it looks on the hand. And another one that you can pair up with a wonder ring if you want to, add a little something to the sides if you need to. Honestly, it's perfect on its own. It just is a standout 260, looks even larger. I've had 260s like in a pendant yesterday that were really tiny. This is not a small stone. This has got a nice size diameter to it. It's a bigger look than 2.5 carats usually gives. And $16.99 after you discount away. You've got that 10% instantly, so why not take advantage of it while this is going on. $15.29 is your price tag at checkout. So a little over $1,500 to get a really beautiful blue wing block D and a 260 size. And of course these rounds, I said it earlier, I'll say it again. Usually the rounds can give you a lot of flash, but they can take a little saturation away. That is simply not the case here at $15.29 at checkout. So let me know. We've got a Fawn diamond still to show you on the way, but this is the round to take advantage of, and only one there. So whomever is going to get it first is going to be the lucky one there that walks away with a really stunning style. And we'll give it 30 seconds. Yes. The 520 by itself? Okay, so now we'll just try on the 520 by itself. That's going to be 111-1605. We can also give you a look at the information here so that you don't need to listen to me anymore, because goodness knows that is draining after a while. Take a look. I was done listening to myself about 30 minutes in. 520 is the diamond weight. So that, and keep in mind, I'm not a petite person. I'm about 6 feet tall, and I have big bones. So, and a very, very big wrist, getting, it's just not, it's not the kind of thing that's a small bracelet is really what I want to stress. These are, again, 15 points or more individually. They are also going to be 5 millimeters. So whatever helps you, kind of get a good idea, because, a lot of times, jewelry shop in places, they're going to use a model with a teeny tiny little, 80-pound body. And so everything looks big. I'm not that person. So this is a big bracelet. It's the largest one we have. There was a time when we had a 9 carat, but that was gone very quickly. I have our 520 here, again, 7 inches. There are 34 stones, by the way. That's going to make sure that they're all 15 points or larger individually, and then they do go side to side. This is going to have that insert closure, of course, 2 figure-8 safeties. So one side inserts and slides into the other, so it's going to be continuous. Then you're going to lock those figure-8s, of which there are 2, so it's nice and secure, and that's a nice big bracelet. So you can see it here, side to side. Consistency, white bright diamonds, white gold, and that is down to $49.99, but it's $500 extra off. So that's $44.99 if you'd like to get it. And that's going to be a big bracelet. That's one that, everyone's got a different preference. I don't shy away from big diamonds. I don't. I'm very comfortable with, bigger jewelry. I like it. I think it's just I'm just not afraid to wear big diamond jewelry pieces. But if this is, again, it's one of the bigger ones we do. So it definitely has some size to it. So if you are looking for smaller, we had the 266 and we had the 3 carat 69. Here's the 3 carat 69 side by side. No, that's the 266. Here's the 3 carat 69. These are both more similar because they're both basket set. You can see the difference there. There's not a whole lot of difference in price, but there's a very big difference in the look. So that's the 520, that's the 369. I would, if you can go for it, go for it. $44.99 for our 520 bracelet. And of course, look at the up close. Nothing to hide up close. Beautiful VS diamonds. Take a look at it here so you can see all those amazing diamonds and the way they're set. So you can really see that they almost look like bezels, but they're not. They're a big, beautiful basket underneath. You can see we don't do tinny, light baskets. We do a bigger basket. And Jason, let me know if you'd like that one. That's a 520 bracelet. We're verifying a couple of people on that one. So once it's gone, it's gone. And I hesitate to think about what it's going to be when we remake it one day, because that is it's not a lightweight piece of gold. And there's certainly a lot of diamonds. And look at the way that is set. So it's never going to flip or turn when you put it on. that first, moment you start your day, you put that on, it's going to sit with those diamonds straight out to the world, never going to rotate or twist or turn. That's thanks to that big support system of gold behind it. So that's here as well. And then let's show you, I think our Tanzanite is still here too. So Elizabeth, if that's not what you're looking for, let me know. I had another request coming out here for Myra, a Brazilian paraiba, a big one, a 56-pointer. Well, we'll give it a look. It's a museum stone, and that's because this is the second largest Brazilian paraiba we've ever had. Mined from the original source of paraiba, GIA certified with that origin listed, and it's 112 to 185. All of our bracelets are here. Our round Tanzanites are all here. I don't know what's going on, but you got a chance to shop what you want today. Shop what you want without disappointment. Now here we go with the big, big value. Platinum is the setting. 56 points is the center stone size, and then you get 96 points in the diamonds around it. Let me show you the cert. That's so important. Really, about 1% of what we do has a cert. This is the photograph of your stone. There's the GIA seal. Here is the description of your stone. 56 pointer, 6.2 by 4.5 oval stone. This is important. Copper and manganese. It's called paraiba. Nothing you don't know from watching me once. Here we are. There is probably the most important word on that cert is Brazil. The original find, the original origin, that is the cert that comes with it. So that's highly valuable. You've got our second largest, it's back up close, you've got our second largest Brazilian paraiba we've ever had. It's got 96 points in diamonds, and it's not going to be the $39,999 price tag anymore. That's the beauty of it. And it looks gorgeous on the hand, and because we really do applaud these stones, not just because of where they come from, but they do have a distinctive color, even more distinctive, and I'll show you, because I've got, now this is not maybe fair, because I've got our $299 here, but it's in front of me, so let me show you. There's a difference between Mozambique and Brazil. It's not a huge difference, because it's both blue-green, and that's one of our top Mozambique stones, but look, there's a slight difference. The Brazilian stones typically have a little more neon and a little more of a saturation to them. Here's what it looks like on the hand. Gosh, this is a great stone, isn't it? Wearable every day, beautiful detail, kind of a nice little frilly double halo. We're going to bring it down to $14,999, and that is our lowest price, and you get $1,500 extra off. So from $14,999, it'll be much less than that for you, and it's our private collection Brazilian paraiba. So that one is a beauty, and I don't know if you're looking for other Brazilian paraibas that are a little more affordable. I do have some, but they're going to be 1 and 2 point stones typically, and they're going to have that same beautiful color, just be a smaller size. We're caught up with requests. You know what? I will say there is something special. I mean, if you're going, I like that 3 carat. That 3 carat looked pretty similar. Same price. Let me say that again. Here's a 2 carat 99 paraiba with the copper, with the manganese, but it's 3 carats in size, and then it has a carat 06 in diamonds. It's the same price. The same price. The same exact price. $14,999, 56-point paraiba, or a $299 paraiba. I know, everybody's got their preference, but that's what you call value. When we can bring a 3 carat blue green to that level, the same price as a 56-pointer, that is telling. Take a look at it. That one's item number 1120726. That is the same price tag, same discount. You're going to have that one at checkout for $13,499. So if you would like to go big, jumbo, bold, $14,999, it really is happening. That's the same price as the 56-pointer. I mean it. I'm serious. We're doing it. Sometimes you got to do crazy things to do crazy things, and that's the only thing. I mean, it's like the values are so amazing, but that is one of those that really makes you go, is that really right? Should there be a 3 carat for the same price of 56-pointer? It's happening, and this is your moment, and that's not happened before. It's not typical to get a 3 carat down to $14,999. Better yet, you get a huge savings there. So I look at it this way. We've got a stone for everybody. We've got, whether you do like the smaller material out of Brazil with the GIA cert, they're very close. Usually the color difference is varied, meaning there's a big difference. Not much difference here. same price. Either way you want to go, that's pretty incredible. So let me know if you like either of those. 56-point Brazilian stone on the right, $2.99 Mozambique stone on the left, but there they are, sharing a very similar color to them. Let me know on all the tennis bracelets. We're about to sign off in about 9 minutes here. I'll get you the yellow diamond cross pendant really quickly before we go. If there are any other requests, listen, this is the time to make a decision, because by the time we're here tomorrow at 10 o'clock, the pieces are not here anymore to show you. So every show has different items, and every show is intended to give everything one last look from our inventory before it goes. So let me know what you're thinking there, and we'll help you out. If you have any questions after we go off the air in 9 minutes, I'll be able to help you out. It is a stone I've studied extensively. I'm giving a big symposium at GIA about paraiba in May, so I'm really looking forward to it. So obviously I can answer your questions you have on this stone. It really is an origin difference. The reason those are the same price is still a little bit shocking, but again, it's a stone I've collected for over 20 years. I love this stone. It's my favorite by far. I appreciate this stone. I study the stone, and I'm excited that we're bringing you two great opportunities to get two really unique stones there. Tennis bracelets, $520, $369, and the $266, all still available for you. Questions before we go? Any questions? Anything you want to see recapped? Because if there's something you're thinking about, best to see it one more time on the air. That way you'll know. You'll know whether to get it or not, take advantage or not. We're back tomorrow, same time, same place, 10 a.m. Pacific, noon Central, and 1 p.m. Eastern. Thank you, Myra, for that request. Always good to have you with us. Yes, questions before we go? All right, let's move on. Yellow diamond cross. Yeah. Cambodian blue zircon? I can do that. Sure, Karen, here we go. Here's the Cambodian on the hand again. Yep, it's coming up, Laura. The yellow diamond cross is coming up. Take a look at this. This is going to be for you, Karen. That's going to be item number 1127769. It's the round zircon we had a minute ago. 153 on the round, 28 points in the diamonds. It's got a lot of this definite wider band, but very curved, and then a lot of open work between, and that'll be 1349. So if you'd like to get that one, it does stay in the white gold. Yes. The 2 oval. Okay. Now, which one? You're talking about the 2 carat plus oval? So the bridge, yes. 233, that was the carat weight. All right, Irma, let's show that again for you. 111-7377. So last call, Laura, don't forget we will have the yellow diamond cross. Here you go, Irma, that was my pick of the 3. So Irma, I'm just gonna applaud your taste. You have exquisite taste here as far as quality goes. That's what a gemologist would pick too. Yeah. The zircon is gone. Congratulations. Thank you. Let's talk quickly about this because I know we're limited on time. We have 7 minutes left, and this is the 233 only in yellow gold. It's 111-7377. Irma, it is the top quality. It is the top quality stone. It is the beautiful setting that shows off the clarity and the blue secondary hue. Definitely is. It's also going to give you a very large diamond weight at a carat 36. That is 4 rows underneath. That is 2 rows, 1 top, 1 bottom, and then it's all finished on the inside. And are we ever busy? We can't get anyone through on the phone lines. This is a one only. It is down to $49.99 and $44.99 at checkout for that very important ruby that we have. Yes. Okay, never mind. There it is on the hand. There we go. That's what it looks like. Still glowing, even when it's on the hand. From a further distance away, yes. Yeah. Fawn diamond, it was shown last night. We'll show it again. So here it is. Boy, it sounds like everyone has arrived a little late in the show. That's okay. We'll try to get it all in here for you. And then we've got a fawn diamond to recap from yesterday. Yellow diamond is here. I'm going to move on from that one. Let me know who's got it. Pieces are going from the entire day. You need to call in now. Our jewelers are waiting. I can see them. They are waiting to start melting. Every piece that didn't sell from today will be melted. Here's the fawn diamond, Jason. That's going to be item number 1128292. It's a 101 round, brilliant, pinky champagne VS diamond. 9 points in pink. Which one did you get? Tim got the ruby. Thank you so much. The ruby and the bridge is gone, and here is 77 points in white diamonds to go with your pinks. Item number should come up, Tony. It was here last night. It's 8292, and it's only 26.99. Yes. The back of the Brazilian paraiba, sure. Here's the Brazilian paraiba and the platinum. There's the rear of it. So there's the back side, and look how clean that stone is. The platinum's going to come to a point where it's a nice little under gallery, if you will, around. We didn't want to take away from the clarity of that oval, but that was the Brazilian paraiba. 2185 is the item number on that one. That one's $14,999. I will get to our yellow diamond. The fawn diamond is here. That's $26.99. Remember, that's going to be just a little over $2,400 at checkout for you after your 10% off, and then I'll try it on. And then we got our yellow diamond cross as our finale, unless you want to head to online. Listen, we have a lot of late arrivals today. If you've been watching other things on the TV all day and you're ready to do a little bit of discount shopping for the end of the day, this is the time to do it. I'll stay here as long as you'd like me to. We can show you pieces online after we go off the television. So $26.99 on that fawn diamond, pink and white diamonds to go with it. Then we've got our yellow diamond cross. Let's get to that. It's item number 1112691. Take a look at this. This is the same exact cross we had earlier in pink diamonds. It is now in yellow diamonds, and I'm just going to try to get a good angle on it so you can see the 43 points in very bright, almost neon yellows. This is all really difficult to hold just because it moves on that hinged bail, but it's going to have the same design as the pink diamond version. This is $699 minus 70 bucks, so $629 and change if you'd like to get that one. And 43 points of the yellows finished on the inside entirely. You see how beautifully those points are done in the corners. Let me show it to you from a distance. On the hand, it is going to be a little over. Actually, it is 1 inch exactly. Let me show it there. Boy, those are vibrant yellows, aren't they? Talk about vivids, bright neon yellows. They look like highlighters, don't they? And then we've got the length here at 1 inch. It's actually 1 1/8 inches. A little bit more than an inch. Yeah. The fawn diamond, thank you so much. Fawn diamond's gone. Here it is on the neckline. Perfect. I think that's a perfect size for every day too. And don't necessarily put your other diamond crosses aside. You can just layer them up. Layer them. I always like to do the smaller ones here and the larger ones a little lower. So again, you can definitely make that yours. We've got 3 minutes now and counting. 3 minutes of TV airtime. We can stay online with you as long as you'd like today. It's daytime. It's not evening. It's not late night. So we can stay here as long as you need and get you anything you'd like to see another look of. Maybe it's a tennis bracelet. Now the fawn is gone. The Brazilian is verifying. And this is our big yellow diamond cross, which is $629. And we have very busy phone lines right now. There's a lot of pieces to consider today that are still available. My advice is this: ask your operators about your favorite piece. You've got a yellow diamond cross. All right, we've got a few of them, so we've only got yellow gold available, but we do have a little bit of quantity. All identical, of course, in the match. That was why I didn't put up all 5 together, because they're all exactly the same. And that's going to be $699, but $629 and change at checkout. And we can show you anything else. Yeah. Okay, so another one, yellow diamond cross over here. So we have 3 left, by the way. 3 left only. That's it. 3 left in our yellow diamond cross. The pink diamond, did you get one too? All right, so we have 2 left on the yellow diamond cross. 2 minutes left in the show. I better be ready to show you something else before we go, because now all of a sudden everything is going. Now I would recommend the 520 bracelet. Out of everything that's here, certain pieces to consider like our round Tanzanite 4 carat and 260, I would consider the 520 bracelet. 520 in diamonds for under $4,500 is pretty spectacular. And now we're talking about a $629 yellow diamond cross, in which we have only 2 left. And it's a beauty. And it's going to be, you know, if they were lighter yellows, they would match the yellow gold. These really stand out. They're a shade 2, 3, or 4 brighter than the yellow gold it's set in, and you see that there. So $629, what a way to get. And again, Mother's Day is coming up. This is our last Saturday of April. So by next Saturday, it's May 3rd. So then Mother's Day is like a week away. So we really got to make sure we get your Mother's Day gifts. 1 left now on the yellow diamond cross. Yikes. 1 left. It may be selling out here. Before we even wrap up our last minute of airtime, we have the paraibas, the Brazilian or the Mozambique, both the same price, $14,999. Anything else? Let me tell you, we're going to be here for a few minutes after we go off the air. The phone lines, I'm going to make sure we leave them open until we answer every phone call. So make sure you dial in. If there is anything you want to check on availability from earlier today, it very well may be here. Check on availability. We start melting down pieces in an hour. So again, the jeweler, maybe not even that long. They're looking at me like, no, we're ready to go. So give me a call. Don't wait till tomorrow. Now I'm back tomorrow with a whole new lineup, 3 big hours packed. You never want to miss a Sunday. Never, ever miss a Sunday. Make sure you set aside some time. We start the show at 10 a.m. Pacific, noon Central, and 1 p.m. Eastern time. So I look forward to seeing you then. A big Sunday for you, and that'll wrap up our week. So thank you so much for watching and shopping today. Have a great rest of your Saturday. Thank you again from all of us here at TVON. I'm Lauren Blair. Enjoy the rest of your day. Keep calling. We'll be here. The phone number's right down below, and I'll see you tomorrow.